What is this intro?
This is the Virgin Interactive logo.
Oh!
Remember this. Very 90s.
Yeah, it is.
So, a little bit of a... no real specific call to watch this, but... So if I remember correctly, I played this years ago, I'm talking like 5-6 years ago, back when we weren't really like screen sharing, we had to use an actual site. I don't think it was Twitch, but something similar, like that Microsoft one, Mixer or something.
Mixer, yeah.
So we definitely watched me play this all the way through. But
Hello.
Drew Blank.
Yes.
This is Dr. Stern's office. I'm calling.
That's right, he has a very Sketch Turner-esque name.
Okay.
I was just thinking, like, this is the premise is almost identical.
Oh god, it is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I must have forgotten.
It's only a filling, Mr. Blank. So you'll be here tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp.
It would be very easy for me to just play this, but honestly, I don't think that would add anything other than that a long play doesn't cover, because it is just a point-and-click adventure game. At worst, you risk me getting stuck, so...
Drew, I'm sorry. But if you remember, then why aren't you...
Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry, Maxine. I thought you were...
But yeah, we have watched this together before, but it's been a very long time where we didn't record the commentary, so...
Just remembering this is another game where like you could tell near the end of it that it just like ran out of money.
Yeah, it did.
We'll get to it. But...
We'll get to that, but this is like... This isn't like a big company. Virgin Interactive is not a particularly famous publisher, and this just reeks of expense. You've got Christopher Lloyd here, you've got Ben Stein.
Yeah?
Like, you've got like an all-star gallery of cartoon voice actors from the 90s. Yeah, this and like original hand-drawn animation. This I can't even imagine how much this costs, and it's for a. This is mid-90s, like point-and-click adventure games are very much on the way out, and then they do this. Like Jesus.
Fluffy and friends. After all, if one bun can carry a company like Sam Schmaltz Inc. for 10 years, a whole truckload of things has got to be a gold mine. 24 karat. Get it?
Yes. Terrific idea.
So we've got Christopher Lloyd, who was in Who Framed Roger Rabbit as Judge Doom.
Terrific idea. That's why
So he's no stranger to this live-action animation hybrid. And then Ben Stein, who was in The Mask with Jim Carrey.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yes, sir.
The Mask is also kind of like a lot of like influence from
And this
Tex Avery cartoons and shit. So
be late.
Tomorrow morning. First thing, yes. Okay. Rabbits. More sweet, friendly rabbits. Rabbits that nice things. Rabbits that hardly care.
It's so weird to see like, you know, big name actors in this like FMV low color sort of
yeah,
just strange.
yeah, like Bit Crush to Hell.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if there's like a master copy out there somewhere. This game has an interesting development. Like you said, like a good like 2/3 of it were cut, and the ending is very True Black.
Kid who's gonna take the world by storm. Flux.
Okay, I don't know if those subtitles are generated or not.
The Flux Wiley show is really gonna be something. If only. Oh. Must focus on bunnies. Must focus.
I think the last thing I saw Christopher Lloyd in was that movie with Bob Odenkirk. He played Bob Odenkirk's father. It was like the... I don't want to say John Wick knockoff, because why I say Nobody. It's played by the John Wick guy.
Huh.
Just because I'm blasting people with a shotgun.
Let's get happy. It's fluffy bun time.
Oh no, no, no.
This is a game that I figured I would have heard about a lot more before you had told me about it. I think when you had
Yeah.
when you had streamed it, I had never heard of it before.
Hmm.
Which is weird considering, like, you know, the concept and who's in it.
Right? Yeah, but it's so super obscure and very. It's got like a cult following at best. But yeah, it's such a big production. But it's relatively unknown. I had a friend who had it on PC. Then we couldn't get to the Malevolence. We got stuck there, but this might be my favorite point-and-click game, honestly. Granted, I'm not like an expert in the genre, but I think
Right.
all of them. This might be my favorite, honestly.
You read
Helps
it
I'm a
high.
big fan of like.
You read it higher than Night Manor.
Yeah, maybe a little, yeah. There's no killer chasing you though. So.
What are you doing here? Look, Flux, I can't be here. I mean, I can't stay here. It's just not right. I don't fit in.
Have Spike the Clown chasing you around.
I've got one mother
No,
one
yeah.
eye hanging over my head.
So that's Dan Castellaneta as Flux.
So please, just slap me, or tell me there's no place like home, or do whatever it takes to get me out of here.
Well, I guess. If it means that much to you.
So, you mean you do know how to get me home?
Hell no! I have problems finding my own way home. But I do know a guy who might be able to help.
I feel like Flux's species is like his home is like the most 90s kind of.
Who needs to get back
We'll get to
home?
that.
Can you help him, can you? Huh?
Oh, dear, 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 I'm so sorry for all the trouble you've been through. Of course I'll help you find your way home.
Told you.
This is well done. Like he's casting his shadow as well. You know, like it's not Roger Rabbit quality, but you know, it's a
Teensy-weensy little
obscure
problem.
PC game. It's done very well.
Yeah?
We are...
Oh, that's stock sound from Hogs of War.
Hey, that's where I live. That's where I live, right there. Zany Doo. It's kind of like an offshore asylum, but to me, it's always been...
Oh, that's where they sent Edward Nigma.
Back to you, your benevolence.
Yes. As I was saying, we are here in Qtopia, home of the happy, helpful Qtopians, and, of course, their good and just king. It's me. We were all so very, very happy until we fell under attack by a very wicked man, Count Nefarious. Don't even like to look at him.
Who would?
Nefarious is ruler of the Malevolence and its dismal denizens. He has perfected a malevolator.
Hey, that's the thing that took a shot at me!
It's a terrible flying weapon of Nefarious' own invention. The malevolator shoots a powerful ray that corrupts everything it touches, turning all that is sweet and pleasant into all that is sinister and ugly. So, I'm afraid, Mr. Drew,
Thanks for this slide.
we need you to help us before we can help you.
But how could I possibly help?
My brave spies have stolen the blueprints for Nefarious' bad machine. My royal engineer is using these plans to build a cutifier, a device which will reverse the damage Nefarious has done. Mr. Drew, please, I need you to help us finish the cutifier so that we can end Nefarious' reign of terror and to make the world a happy place. And then, I promise you, I will do everything in my power to help you get home.
Don't worry, your benevolence. We'll save you. Won't we? Mr. Drew?
Sure, Your Highness. I'd be happy to help.
Absolutely splendid. Thank you, friend.
The animation's just really well done. There's no like, they generally don't stay still too long, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Which saves them some money. I say that. Flux is barely moving, but traditional animation is expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
I also don't think you can even get people to do it nowadays. Like I'm pretty sure like I heard Disney fired all their traditional animators just to work on like theme park crap. Okay. Well, thanks for that, CRT Jones. You've made a, from what I can tell, you've made a good long play video. Waiting for something to go wrong.
Right?
You know what I mean? Well, like I'm
Oh,
just kind
yeah.
of suspicious. Like correct aspect ratio, good resolution, not skipping the dialogue.
Hello. We're looking for the Royal Engineer.
Really? I'm looking
This
for my
is
glasses.
Dom DeLuise, I
Oh.
believe.
Well, if you see the engineer, would you tell him we're looking for him?
I will. But he's rather preoccupied right now. He's lost his glasses. Now where can they be?
Playing Flustered Bird.
Excuse me.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm afraid I don't have time to chit-chat right now. Finding my glasses is a tippy-top priority.
So this long play is pretty brief, but it seems to. And I'm gonna jump the gun here, but it seems to be taking its time, relatively speaking, because
It's not rushing. It's just, you know. It's
I know
not-
you can right click to teleport between these things.
Oh, huh.
Excuse me. Could we have a word with you?
Certainly. Which word would you like? May I recommend goodbye?
King Hugh sure has a lot of trophies.
Well done, sir. A keen observation. However, if I may be blunt, I find dusting
Fuck
a
off.
trifle difficult whilst engaged in such witty and insightful conversation. So if it's all the same to you, I suggest you gentlemen be
I'm also a
on
bit
your
suspicious
way.
this is
Hey,
like
wait
significantly
a
shorter than
second.
the other options.
What kind of a butler are you anyway?
For your information, no kind of butler at all. Are you blind, sir?
Flux, look at him. I think he's a footman.
What? So you telling me a butler would be a great big...
Right. We were just talking to a bird downstairs. He seemed a little flustered.
That's what his name tag said.
You've had the misfortune of meeting Bric-a-Brac, our royal engineer.
Bric-a-Brac seems to be having a bit of a problem.
Allow me to go out on a limb, sir. Bric-a-Brac has lost his glasses.
Yes, that's right.
I don't suppose he has checked his pockets.
Oh, I didn't ask.
Well, while I find the troubles of our engineer most fascinating, sir, in future I would prefer to focus my energies on more important matters, such as the condition of my master's trophies.
Okay.
Time for us to shove off.
Then please, by all means, shove off, sir.
I don't know whose voice that is, but I mean, there's enough dialogue in this game to like walk for a while, but you know, when you got the trigger, then you can continue.
Yeah. The palette for the player character is something. He is very orange.
Bric-a-Brac,
Hmm.
by any chance are your glasses in your pocket?
I had no idea. I wish I had them right now.
I think what Drew means is, look in your pocket!
Oh, okay. My glasses! I wonder who put them there. Say, do I know you?
I'm Drew, and he's Flux. We're friends of King Hugh. We've come to help you with a cutifier.
Wonderful. Welcome to Team Happy. Let me show you what I've been working on. Gentlemen, this...
Oh, right.
So this was a pain in the ass to translate. I know that.
Now then, you see the 12 things installed inside the ship's deck? The whistles, the dagger, and whatnot.
I think in the different
Well,
languages, I think the
very
things you find
powerful
have kind of had to kind of be set.
malevolation beam.
So they
You
had to
need
change the things on the
12
blueprint
things
to
power
match
the beam on
those to
our
make
machine.
them
But so
somewhat
far,
make
I've
sense.
only been able to
Right.
find one.
Because they're all
I guess
puns.
the scavenger hunt for the missing parts shouldn't take too long. We already have the blueprint. At least we know what we need to get.
Not that easy. Use the same 12 things, get another malevolation beam, see? What we need are 12 different things. Things of a different nature. Things that will produce the reverse effect.
Oh, right. You said you had one thing that worked?
Why, yes, I do. Let's take another look-see at the blueprint. The one thing that seems to work is sugar. It works when I put it right there where the spice is in Nefarious' machine.
It's all like
But why?
I haven't a clue.
that wordplay.
Rick
Well,
Rat, we better go.
I don't like that kind of hand wave. It's just like, why is that working? It's a puzzle game.
You'll be needing the Malevolator blueprint for reference. Oh, now where's it got to?
You're still holding it, Wing Commander.
Oh. Oh, that reminds me. I want to give you something that may help. A bottomless bag to carry all the parts in.
Thank you, Bric-a-brac.
The tone is interesting because you get like all the Utopia stuff is very kind of
Here anytime.
like straightforward for
You can
kids,
install
but
the other
then
things into the
but
computer
like
for me.
Flux and Drew kind of have like a cynicism about them,
Oh, we
and then it
Yeah.
kind of shifts when you go elsewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
But I guess that's
Thank
fitting with like
you,
a Saturday morning
friends,
cartoon at the time because you
and good
you know you get
luck.
like kind of kid friendly stuff, but then you know you get some like adult jokes snuck in there and stuff.
Of course.
to be honest, I forgot this was a an adult game.
The Malevolator.
I'm not sure if it is, but
I remember some things about it.
What was I
a little
thinking
bit.
of?
Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, sorry, no, I've just remembered
Yeah.
the Malevolation beam.
Yeah.
It's strange, yeah, because it's like first part is there's a shift.
Hi, guys. I'm Drew Blank, and this is my friend, Flux Wildly.
We're building a machine that's gonna save Qtopia.
We're secretly building a machine that's going to save Qtopia.
Oh, jeez. These are the palace guards. You think they don't know what's going on?
Building a machine?
Qtopia?
I always move it like Utopia.
So, what exactly do you guys do around here?
Let's show him, Sparky. Okie dokie, Chipper. 2, 3, 4. Bippity bip bip bippity ba. Bip boop bip boop bippity ba.
Ya da da da, diddly da, ya da diddly diddly.
This is like the
da.
first
Diddly
quote
diddly dippity
puzzle.
do. Oops. That's our little hello dance.
I
It
use the
even
term
has a
puzzle
message.
extremely loosely.
Right. It means hello. Here's hoping it made your trip to the palace today just a tiny bit brighter.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
You don't have to thank us. Your smile is payment.
I take it
enough.
for granted, like the voice directions is spot on as well.
Yeah, yeah.
The fact that you don't notice it is testament to that.
That's it, Flux.
Yes?
Oh, we sure could use some cheering up.
Mayday, mayday.
I think I got
Our
a pretty.
friends have the frowny. Quick, the dance.
Oh no, wait. It hasn't been that tough.
2, 3, 4. Bippity bip bip bippity ba. Bip boop bip boop bippity ba.
Oh, looks like the little fellow's dropped something. Too bad.
Walk into place.
What year was this? 95?
The door is locked. Do you think King Hugh wants us to stay out of there?
96.
Heck
Okay.
no. I've always viewed a locked door as an invitation.
It's never really been like. This has got a GOG release and it also has a Steam release, a very
And
basic like
1,100
Scum
things to
VM
know.
release.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, that's only an estimate.
I don't know, I feel like this would be pretty good if they kind of did some upscaling to it and like just redid it all. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's perfectly playable on PC as it is.
Royal Music
Yeah,
Box,
yeah.
complete
But
with an embossed portrait of King Hugh on the lid.
I mean, obviously
Now,
someone has the rights to it
open
because they are
up.
releasing it.
Don't shut down. Go right in. Don't be left out. Sounds like some sort of inspirational note.
This is the work of the Riddler.
A clock.
See up there. Flux, I'm too big to climb that ladder. So
Right, so you can use him as an
kinda
item, kind of.
go up there and dig around in Hugh's bed.
You want me to short sheet him?
No, I want you to search for anything that might be useful.
Party pooper.
So good having like a character to interact with.
Yeah, yeah.
Really helps the dialogue, because you get a lot of Guybrush talking to himself and stuff. Like this gives him someone to talk to, someone to react with, which is a bit of a problem in the second half of the game. But, yeah. I can't believe that's Homer Simpson. Like, so he's got some range. There's
Oh, yeah.
nothing to suggest that.
And Earthworm Jim.
Yes, of course. Another very 90s cartoon, not
Another-
cartoon character. Well, yes. Yeah, well,
Another star of
cartoon.
a Virgin game.
oh yeah.
I don't know how it all
I think they
works.
published it or something.
Yeah.
Like Interplay, but they published it. I think. I was gonna say I don't know who currently owns the rights to this because like Virgin Interactive does not exist anymore. So I don't know if it's. I'm kind of surprised this isn't abandonware or something, you know?
Right.
I know how you could get up there.
I'm pleased it's not.
We'd get a large can of beans and a lighter and
This doesn't sound like a particularly good idea, Flux.
hey, it doesn't smell like a particularly good idea either, but it works. Boom! You're up there.
Hey, Flux, go stand on that loose floorboard for a second, okay?
Sure, buddy. Whatever you say.
Yeah, why not?
Flux, you did it!
Wow, that was hard.
The leap?
The floor.
I'm wondering how difficult this is because it's kind of hard for me to judge because in the back of my head, I know most of the solutions and what to do. I don't have them memorized verbatim, but when I start playing, it usually goes quite smoothly.
A secret trapdoor.
But I find that puzzles are not too.
I mean, I think you're a genius.
I don't know. Maybe we'll both judge, but I don't remember
Sure.
there being any particularly obtuse puzzles.
Right?
Someone could wind up with a nasty concussion if they fell through there.
Yeah, and they could hurt themselves too. Nice cover-up.
Let's say, do you remember how much trouble you had with it the first time you played it, or?
When I first played it, I was like 9 years old,
Oh,
so
right.
quite a bit. But I made it probably surprisingly far. I think I couldn't get past the big bad wolf, and that was. I remember that being a roadblock. My memory of this game, like the childhood memories, are all Qtopian Xanadu.
Right.
And then I'm certain I did not see the Malevolans until, like adulthood, teenager, whatever.
How inconvenient.
Yeah, and we've made it. Then again, it doesn't really restrict your movement that much. I think the Xanadu is a puzzle, and that I'm pretty sure solved. So
Right.
a lot of it isn't cartoon logic, so but it's not obtuse.
Right. Wondering what we did that for, but I'm sure that'll make more sense later.
Looks like this is the one
Yep.
that got away.
Well, he's yeah, he's not. He stops you from doing this shit. This is just a very appealing game. Just
Yeah, yeah. I think it's just the sort of like what do you call it, digitized graphics thing, but the Lloyd just reminds me so much of what's his name, Mike Dawson from Darkseid. Just something.
yeah. There's only yeah, even with all the budget in the world,
Yeah.
it's 90s tech.
Is about as rowdy as a tea room.
I don't know, Flux. I think that mouse over there would disagree with you. Look at him.
Away with you!
Looks like the place.
Remember the intro to Jersey Devil?
Oh right.
Even they had an animated intro.
Yeah.
Can't seem to catch him.
Yeah, I appreciate this because like, the long play showing like, yeah, you can't just walk
Maybe
up
I'll
to
give
him.
The barman's all gonna try.
I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
Or we could just solve it immediately. Alright, we're not wasting time here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we are.
Well done, lad.
Ready for another musical interlude?
Play it again, Blank.
Flux.
Picked up on the fact they only did their closed captions for the bits that aren't subtitled. I mean, obviously, but
Right, right.
I'm pretty sure you can turn on cutscene subtitles. But what do I know?
Take that, you Wesley wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm actually curious what parts are, you know, given animated cutscenes. Because there was quite a lot of that for this silly bit with the mouse.
Goodness me.
Yeah.
The trap.
I never meant for our wee pal to get popped.
Oh, don't worry. As soon as we bend his skull back into shape, I'm sure he'll be just fine.
Ugh, I suppose you're right. Perhaps that is for the best.
Thank you, friends, for making me tavern a peaceful
This is
place again.
Rob Paulson, right?
And without further ado,
Yes,
here's
yeah.
your reward, gentlemen.
I wasn't sure at first, but then immediately I was like, oh, yeah, I hear it.
Our reward?
I know. It's maybe too much, isn't it?
But please, take it. I insist.
The both of you have earned it, so you have.
Flux.
He did Jim
what are you
Carrey's
gonna do with this stick
character
of
in the Mask cartoon.
I got a few ideas.
Yeah, I'm just watching
An
this and like all the
unconscious
puzzle
and
pieces are
slightly
falling into
scruffy
place.
Mouse. I wonder what number, color to dial.
Suck if you're colorblind in this world.
Yeah. What do I do? I don't know. I give up.
He's going back to the castle.
Yeah.
King Hugh, you give up.
How do colors work?
I think I've got all the things.
I got a fish, a dead mouse.
Excuse me, unconscious.
Whoops.
I guess that's King Hugh's little way of saying,
Don't take my trophies, you miserable thieves.
A gold-plated watering can.
So I think these are all. You can put these all on the Malevolator, including the Malevolator's blueprints. You don't know that old expression, swords and blueprints?
Perfect.
When I play this, I do find myself right-clicking a lot, though, because he will just appear outside if you do that.
Right? We don't have to watch this every time, but, you know.
This is still
The
one of
fastest.
the shorter videos, yeah. I guess it does kind of affect the pacing when he just starts teleporting around a bit.
Yeah, it's a little
Sir. My name's
awkward.
Blank, and this is Flux Wildly. Pleased to meet you.
I believe this is also Dum Deloise.
So, is this an arcade?
No, it's a flower shop. Only we're fresh out of flowers. Of course it's an arcade, you meathead!
True! Did you hear that? You just got dumped on by a Cutopian! Drew Blank snubbed by a sap! Boy, I can't think of anything more humiliating! Wait until everybody hears about this! You'll never live it down!
Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Flux Wildly.
I'm wondering how this would look like with my little
I thought
AI
Utopians
upscaler
were
thing.
supposed to be happy and helpful, caring and sharing.
It's not like, I mean, it's pixels, but
Yeah.
it would lend itself to like the anime filter.
Okay, so you found me out. I'm not from around here.
Yeah, hey, I remember you. You used to have a place like this in Zany Do. How come you left the homeland?
Business sucked. It's not easy to counter Zany. Everyone's a wise guy.
Yeah.
So I came over here to swindle, entertain these smiley little Cutopian saps. It ain't glamorous, but it's a living.
Ripping off Cutopians. Why, that's just downright inspired. You need a partner?
He's speaking theoretically, of course.
I am?
Well, theoretically speaking, no!
Yell.
That game in the middle isn't very popular.
Whackman? Hey, that's 'cause it's from Zany Do. My furry little patrons prefer goody-goody Cutopian games, like Sweet Fighter.
Ha!
Sweet Fighter?
You hurl compliments.
Figures.
That's your most popular game?
Yeah, that and Mortal Wombat.
I think everybody made that joke.
Now, Whackman.
Yeah.
There's a game.
I do find it funny, this game is from 1996, and they reference two franchises that are still going on.
True.
In fact, I've got sort of a standing challenge. If
That's not a dated reference, like, yeah, I know what you're referring to.
Top prizes. This fabulous, practically gold chain.
We fight.
Practically gold?
Hey, that's almost valuable.
Well, I have no idea how to play Whackman, but I'm not one to shy away from a challenge. And a lot of humiliation. So, are you up for a game?
Sure, chump. You beat me, I'll give you the gold chain.
Actually, I remember basically none of this.
Okay, well that's probably for the best then.
Yeah. The title is a parody of Pac-Man, and the little music jingle was too, but the game is anything
It's not,
but.
yeah. So little the original game. Yeah, this is. Where was this in UFO 50? That was a draw. Didn't even know you could do that.
We're back.
Oh, good.
But yeah, you're like one of the puzzles. I guess you have to just win a mini game. I never really thought about how strange that is, but
Yeah.
You try to ring the bell, right?
Yep,
I think you play it in two-player, and so I think it's like they give you controls for two-player as well if you really want to
Oh man.
do remote play Whack-Man.
I even got a lucky mallet right here waiting for you. Aw, sure, buddy.
Oh yeah, so speaking of things that are fully animated, this has several variants. I don't know how many we're gonna see, but there's like a few combinations you can do.
Good effort, Drew. Even though you failed, I admire you for giving it your best shot. I don't know him. I've never seen him before in my life.
It's certainly just well written as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Not like it's no Disco Elysium, but you know, it's
Excuse us. Excuse us.
Rue walked into the costumer's shop looking for a costume.
You're excused.
His existential crisis made him wonder if he should talk to the shopkeeper.
Like, where is my head today? I'm Miss Fit. Welcome to the
How
costume.
many times has that pun been done?
Good book.
Not even. I am like a
Oh, this game has a misfortune as
No, no,
well.
no, I meant
Great,
you
good.
Like your book. Like.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's no such thing as a bad book, you know? I mean, there's like nothing more noble than the written word.
What a crazy coincidence. Why, I was just saying that to Drew here. Books are the best. They're the tops. Good old books. Oh, all those words and everything. Woo! Can't
That's
get
just
enough
Elmer
of them.
Fudd and Marvin the Martian, and oh, and the was that the robot from
Whatever you think.
Lost in Space or
is gonna
something?
happen.
Kinda.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about, Drew. So, Misfit, how about you and I get together and, read a few books? By candlelight. Just the two of us.
Sounds rad. It's like totally cool that you're so into reading.
This bit
You
lasts a
wouldn't
while.
believe the jerks that try picking me up, pretending they like books. Thing is, I only have to talk to them for about 5 minutes before I see right through them. I usually get so totally irked that I end up walloping them with one of my karate kicks. I'm like a total black belt.
Ha! Really? Oh no, you know what? I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take a rain check on our little reading rendezvous. You see, Drew here needs my help. And I can't just up and desert him like that. Ain't that right, buddy?
Yeah,
That's right.
this dialogue for this one joke goes on quite a while.
Yeah.
We are so out of here.
Yeah, quit. You start talking like that all the time.
Well, that accomplished a lot.
Look at all the cool get-ups.
Yeah, there's a
I know much
veritable
later on you can like rent a costume, and there's like a correct one. I don't know what happens if you get the wrong one. I've never actually seen it happen. I think you just swap them back, but not these two.
Excuse me, do you...
Why, look, brother. I think we've got some new faces here in the bakery.
I'll say. Welcome, fellows.
I'm Drew Blank, and this is...
This is
Fox
Rob Paulson, but who's the other one?
Nice to meet you, fellas. We are the Baker Boys. So, I'm walking down a street, and an old man comes up to me and asks directions to the fish market. The fish market, I say.
Don't ask me. I thought you brought the strudel.
I love that spite of the awkward gap.
It didn't?
No, he's right.
Alright, it's just not the same now that it's just me and me.
Just you and you?
No, me.
That's me.
Hold it right there.
He's Doe. I'm me. We also have a middle brother named Ray.
Or at least...
Sounds like a music pun, but he's also dough because he's a baker. There's a lot going on here. I kind of like it.
Middle of the jokes and ran the middle bakery.
Departed? Did Ray croak?
No, he departed. One day he went out and he never came back.
And ever since, it's been a tough go for me and me.
You should say me and I.
Where do you think
Yes.
Ray went?
We think he was shanghaied.
Shanghai? Did you say Shanghai? Ray was Shanghai? Whoa! I mean, whoa! Okay, someone tell me what Shanghai means.
Someone kidnapped him?
Ah, bingo, yeah.
Well, we think it may have been Nefarious' horrible henchman.
Was like him glitching, or was it just his delivery?
We think maybe it was a case of mistaken identity.
So you're saying you think they meant to kidnap some other baking, singing frog?
So, you guys are bakers?
That's right. Me here runs the day-old bakery. And I run the day-young bakery.
Day Young Bakery?
Selling bread that isn't finished yet. You know, lumps of dough.
Of course. How silly of you, Drew.
And Ray, he used to run the regular bakery.
I was perfect.
Remembering that we heard
After I
this
made
guy
those rolls,
in
Ray would cook them
DLC
in
for
nice
Sea of
rolls
Thieves.
and sell those in his shop.
Oh, right. Oh god, yeah.
Ray would pass the leftover rolls on to me, and I'd sell them at my place.
Who did he voice again?
One of the circus guys?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
He should have something we didn't finish. Oops.
I think that's the saddest story.
What were we waiting on Nim for that?
Yeah, yeah.
Brother.
Well, despite all your troubles, at least you have your dough, right?
Wrong.
Right after Ray disappeared.
I'm so impressed CFT's got like such a prolific voice actor just for some DLC.
Yeah.
Qtopia ran out
Among
of
others.
butter. And without butter, dough can't make dough.
I feel like these like voice act. Maybe I'm wrong because obviously I'm beyond watching modern cartoons, but
Butter, no dough.
like movies and stuff, they always do like stunt casting celebrities and stuff.
Him, right?
You don't get many like bespoke voice actors anymore. There's like this old guard from the 90s, but I might be wrong because I don't really watch cartoons, but you know, like casting Chris Pratt as Mario and stuff like that. DreamWorks is always stunt casting.
Yeah, yeah. Nowadays, you get YouTubers to voice minor roles in video games.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm too old for this shit.
The second time I thought I hadn't time. I think some DLC character was voiced by JonTron or something like that, and it's just like, yeah, great, cool.
Ugh. Christ's sake.
Fluffy Bun Bun, I presume?
This is Tristan McNeil.
Yeah.
She got some range. So she can do these like cutesy voices, but she's also like Mom in Futurama.
Right.
I think that was like when that character first appeared in Futurama. That was like the joke was that she was like a really motherly kind of corporate face, and then she's like a horrible bitch basically. So she just kind of flip on a switch. Usually Tiny Toon Adventures and Animaniacs as well, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
It's interesting because like that whole animations Renaissance thing was like partly that was Roger Rabbit that kind of started that because you know they did that movie and just kind of inspired a lot of interest in old school animation again.
Right, yeah.
And then it kind of exploded in the 90s. There's a few things at play. There was also like Little Mermaid and I guess Tiny Toon Adventures was like late 80s as well. Probably be a time where all that comes back again, you know, the trends kind of go in circles.
Sure, yeah.
Right.
Probably the CGI is just so easy to do, like the actual traditional animation. Like, yeah. That's probably.
Yeah, it's a lot tougher.
Yeah. Kind of funny how CGI was like this massive, like expensive novelty thing, like when they did Toy Story, and then it kind of very quickly overtook it. Just like, no, this is just a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
For which I am eternally grateful.
Is that
It's only recently.
is that dissimilar from the whole like people stopped making like big sprite animations for games because it just takes a lot more effort and money to
Absolutely.
actually
Yeah.
produce, so
No, that's absolutely true.
Hello?
Drew, what do you think you're doing?
Well, I thought maybe, you know.
You thought this rag-clad bundle of straw was alive, didn't you?
No. Well, okay, maybe I did. It's not like I haven't seen weirder stuff.
Oh, Drew. Even in my world, the Scarecrow is just a... Hello? Scarecrow.
You were saying?
Hey, did one of you Mingses call me a rag-clad bundle of straw? Or did that all happen in some beastly dream? I don't know. Dreams are the strangest things, aren't they? I had this simply divine one the other day. I was floating high above the world, the wind gently cradling and caressing me, as I gracefully swooped and pirouetted in the air. Oh, and through all of it, I was wearing this teal chiffon scarf that was to die for. Oh, it can be really quite devastating, waking up from a dream like that, can't it?
Yeah.
Love the icons just break the eyes.
yeah.
Just hanging around?
Hardly. If you must
Again,
know,
in
I'm
a different
watching one of my
translation that probably don't make a lick of sense.
Babies?
The crows, darling. The crows.
You
Pretty sure this character gets zapped by the Malevolator, but just kind of collapses and vanishes for the rest of the game.
Crows.
For your information, I am not a scarecrow. I am a carecrow. Who do you think cares for all the little birds? Florence Nightingale?
Sounds about right.
And take it from me, bullying birds is one thing. But it takes a much stronger sort to look after them. Why, the wear and tear from throwing seed alone. Just look at these hands. Are these the hands of the idol? I don't think so, sailor. Well, I suppose it's the price I pay for not wearing rubber gloves. But have you seen the gaudy
Keyword,
colors
rubber
these things
gloves.
come in? Yuck. No thank you. I'd rather my hands fell off at the sleeve than be caught wearing those fashion faux pas. I know, I'm terrible, aren't I?
Well, we gotta be going.
Stop.
All right,
Bye.
boys. But don't forget about your friend the Carecrow. Be sure to keep me posted. As if I wasn't already.
Yeah, get me some rubber gloves, please. I was like eating the corn. I'm like, no, that's the chat.
Sweet.
I thought he was going to stop him, but
corn.
guess I forgot about that. Yep.
There they go.
Oh man, this is a nice scene. I hope nothing bad happens here.
Let me handle this. I'm a witch with foreign languages.
Yeah.
No! Mama Vidu! Hubba hubba, ring-a-ding-ding, cowabunga!
Are you speaking to us?
Do you?
Oh,
You don't do the same gag twice in a row there.
I'm terribly sorry, but there isn't any more.
None at all.
Butter? No, we...
You see, the Churnitron is broken.
But
Hey, no big deal.
I know how upset you must be. Without butter, life is barely worth living. All of Cutopia mourns my pure, sweet creamery butter.
unhappy day. Unhappy day.
But we will soldier on. And you must as well.
Courage.
Say, aren't you ladies supposed to be on all fours?
Of all the nerve!
Oh my goodness.
No, that's not what I meant. Really, it's not. It's just that in my world, forget it. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Well, anyone with the good manners to apologize.
I guess nobody finds it weird that he's here.
By the way, my name is Drew, and this here is Flux.
You know, maybe they like considered doing that, like him explaining to everyone, and maybe they just thought that's just gonna be more dialogue.
Yeah, fair.
Like if they all notice he's live action.
So, what exactly happened to the Turnatron?
It would be kind of annoying to do that every single interaction.
Oh yeah, sure.
Overuse. I do so enjoy making butter.
1 minute it was
Everyone did seem to just take to him immediately, including Flux. So.
Bob flew off. We looked everywhere, but we couldn't find it.
If only we had a way of getting that part. Without it, my life is meaningless.
You know, Marge, meaning, purpose, all that stuff is overrated. Hell, just ask Flux here. His life is completely pointless, and he's loving every minute of it.
You betcha, sweet Bippy. As a revered Zanian philosopher once said, those who seek meaning in their lives are... What the... Ah! He was run over by a runaway ice cream truck before completing his last work.
Oh, was that Toe Jam and Earl?
There is profound meaning to be found in his senseless...
It was actually Sweet Tooth.
I know what you're trying to do, and I thank you. You're good people. But I'm afraid for a domesticated bovine, life is empty when you have a sack full of souring milk.
Amen.
So long, ladies.
We have to move along. Move along? Get it?
That's a very bad joke.
Are they making fun of us?
Of course not, Polly. These are our friends.
Comments like that make me feel like I'm about 3 feet high.
You are about 3 feet high.
Cool. For a second there, I thought I developed a conscience.
A bovine butter making machine.
A lot of dialogue for just, I gotta leave.
Missing.
Yeah, I mean, there's little creative ways of saying I gotta leave.
I'm not gonna stick my hand in there.
Use the mouse here.
Oh, yuck. A watering can full of extremely strong smelling fertilizer.
I just know I'm gonna need that.
I mean, it's a budget game, don't question it. Oh, good, here we go. Dum-de-dum.
Such a nice day outside.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
A nasty looking squirrel. I don't think.
Remember the squirrel thing there? Like, that takes a while. That puzzle.
Oh, right.
That's a Malevolandian briar patch. Hedgium thornius et ouchum.
I can't pick that pepper while that briar patch is in the way.
But yeah, couldn't get past it. Now, here comes our favourite of watch videos.
You doing, gents?
Hello.
Right, okay.
Stroller, ain't it? BB Wolf at your service.
BB?
Short for Big Bad.
Catchy.
And practical. Big Bad is a real mouthful.
Another crack like that, my friend, and you'll be the mouthful. With whom do
We're
I...
only going to watch games in it.
Yeah.
Please do eat.
How many? We did like Jim Cummings like playlist, like would it be like Tasmania, Splatterhouse trilogy. They're not literally in it, but like close enough. Voiced characters in it. I was just reminded of these that Telltale game. Oh god, what's it called?
Tasteful vino to accompany my
Wolf Among Us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he also plays a big bad wolf, and he also goes with the initials BB.
Hey, I can feel a little testes myself when the mood takes me.
Consider your drift firmly snatched, Mr. Wolf.
Please.
It's not for kids.
No.
I persist.
All right, BB. Be sure to keep an eye out for some wine.
I mean, how much screen time does this character get with like little verbal ticker getting words wrong? Is
Small incommunicado. See, I'm not asking you to keep an eye out. I'm telling you to bring me some stinking wine if you want to get through these woods alive.
Okay.
Good. Now I want to wish you and your friend good luck in your missionary.
That's real big of you, BB.
I did not get half what he was saying as a kid.
Right.
That's funny. I was just thinking, what big eyes you've got.
All the better for seeing how you ain't got my wine yet. Get going.
Really good character designs in this, even when the ones that really don't get much screen time.
Right?
I'm not saying this isn't like amazing, but it's.
You're not going anywhere.
Again, a voice performance like this will elevate anything, really.
Sorry, BB. I guess we were a little compounded.
Yeah, contused.
Was that a crack? That better not have been a crack.
It wasn't, BB.
Absolution not.
So I couldn't get past him.
Yeah, I remember that squirrel, so I think we just saw him a lot.
It's Zany Doo.
Yeah.
That's where I live.
I guess the nut's not up for grabs. That's the most ridiculous contraption I've ever seen.
Of course it is. It's the Zany Doo shuttle.
An empty hand. Or, in other words, my take-home pay from Sam Schmaltz, Inc.
Something with that line.
Hi there, Jumbo! What's up? Besides you, of course.
Alright.
I don't even know which one laughed. I think this is animated even though it's wrong. Nah, I'm not gonna share the wrong solution.
Sorry, little fella, but it's time to wake up.
But yeah, they
and
do
smell the
they do animate the unconscious mouse being lifted up and the elephants being sort of scared but not enough.
I think I remember that.
Looks like a gear shift.
But this video would be a good 2 hours longer if we did all that, so.
Right.
We're going to Zany Doo. I love going to Zany Doo. Are we there yet?
I mean, the game is significantly longer if you don't know what you're doing. That's true of any adventure game.
Sure.
Where seldom is heard an intelligible word.
Like, I think it's enough for area for hours.
Your national anthem?
Yup. Home on deranged.
I don't know what to do here.
Butthole.
Oh right, there's a fast travel system that you get quite a bit later on, but the whole right-clicking thing, really don't need to use it.
Right.
An advertisement for a whack me contest.
I remember when I did this, like, I had to like write that down. I'm like, I'm not remembering that. Actually, you know what? That little puzzle there is a good motivation for me not to play this myself. It's very annoying.
Oh.
Or else what?
Citizens
There's
my
another bit as
capacity
well.
As an outhouse security professional, this flushing establishment and its surroundings are within my jurisdiction. In short, from where you stand, I am the law. As such, I am authorized to deal with scoundrels, gangsters, charlatans, miscreants, rapscallions, ne'er-do-wells, and all other troublemakers as I see fit. This would include mercilessly beating you about the head with the shovel.
Oh, he's been in Lethal Company.
I swear, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm a
So let's not make those references now, at least a few.
flip him off. Big time.
I'd go a mile away and flip him
Let
off.
me get this straight. You're guarding this outhouse?
Correct. No one is allowed inside until the clock strikes the end of my shift. Zany Doo Penal Code Section 7,
He has
paragraph
fish
12.
on his shoulders.
What if it's,
Yeah.
you know, an emergency?
Like shoulder pads.
A fish flushing emergency.
Fish flushing?
Well, yeah. What else would we do in there?
Sir, I would caution you that entering an outhouse for any reason other than to flush fish would be considered toileting with intent, for which I can and will cause you pain.
Hey, what else would we do in there? Right, Flux?
Good icon.
So, we really can't go inside?
We promised not to make a mess.
You can neither go inside and make a mess, nor go inside and not make a mess.
Well, what about making a mess
good line.
and then going inside?
The Xanadu clock will signal the end of my shift. At that point, and not a second earlier, you and your friend will be free to fish flush.
Boy, that is one dedicated security guard.
I'll say.
No, I mean really dedicated. The Xanadu clock is broken. It hasn't chimed in years.
Jeez, that's a hell of a shift. I'll bet he's pooped.
Could be. Plus, he's probably tired.
Xanadu Civil Code Section 5, subparagraph 25. In the unlikely event that the Xanadu clock is broken, an outhouse security professional may be relieved from his duties by the commode commandant. The commandant is easily identified by his purple complexion and green glasses.
Officer, 10 hut! I'm relieving you from your duties. Dismissed.
As an outhouse security professional, I am exposed on a daily basis to the scum of this world, to the dregs of society. And by this I mean, of course, the general public. There isn't a scam, swindle, or sting I haven't seen, heard, or smelled. So I find your commode commandant routine painfully transparent. P.S. Any future attempt to pose as an outhouse security officer, senior or otherwise, will result in the prompt insertion of my fist into your eye socket.
Lieutenant Blank, 10 hut! Retreat!
We have to go. But before we
Yeah, it's a lot of
I want you to
dialogue,
know
but
that talking to you has been like
just
beating my
don't need to
head
hear it all.
against a brick wall.
This is some hidden gem I don't know about.
Thank you, citizen. It's been a pleasure thwarting your illicit activities.
I love how much dialogue there is for just leaving a conversation.
It's probably multiple per character as well.
Harder, you pathetic pipsqueak runt.
I was thinking the other day,
No, not like that.
Schwarzenegger, who's obviously like still with us, like, how do you like get to a certain level of fame where you are a cartoon archetype? You know, like prior to him, there's no other reason to give like a bodybuilder an Austrian accent. It's literally just him.
Yeah.
And how many have done that? Like that is like just a whole other level of fame, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
You two are obviously looking for the dress shop down the street. You will recognize it by the
Also,
sign.
like continually portrayed as an idiot, but like Schwarzenegger's actually pretty smart. But you know, it's easily done. You know,
Let me guess.
it wasn't known for his like acting chops, I suppose, especially at the time.
I am becoming flabbergasted. To my surprising, your little monkey head.
That might be
has a tiny brain.
an artifact of it just being a muscle head persona.
Oh, for sure. And also like this is, yeah, he was still just acting at the time. He hadn't really
Yeah,
done
yeah.
much else. So.
And domesticate lesser mammals, such as the canines.
Ha ha! While the monkey man grows vegetables, I am growing muscles.
I don't think he has any idea what I was talking about.
Yeah, well, that makes 3 of us.
What's that big machine in the corner?
You are looking at the ultimate piece of bodybuilding equipment, the Pumpotron. Guaranteed to be beating even the most pathetic loser into a
I wonder if this is the
specimen of manhood.
what's this?
Hey, Drew, listen to that. Sounds like there's hope for you after all.
Sorry,
The guy who
Charlie,
voices Spike the
people
Clown.
only
He's
forgot
like too good at
members.
jobs. He's really hard to recognize.
I guess we'll go ahead and join up.
Guy who voiced Dexter's dad and Johnny Bravo.
Membership is
Oh,
by
sure.
invitation only. My invitation.
And
I'm gonna look that up.
we're not
I
invited.
don't want to just. I
Bingo,
don't want to be
Peter
vague.
Wimp runt.
Ugh. What's all the gymnastics stuff for?
That is my personal equipment. I use it to demonstrate my agility and grace.
If you
Jeff
ask me,
Bennett.
all those
I mean, I'm
bars
presuming
look
that this is
kind
him,
of
but he's definitely Spike the Clown.
dangerous.
to a clumsy, bumbling monkey like
He's a really good voice actor, but the problem is he's almost too good because his characters are generally like you can recognize Rob Paulson or Phil Lamar, certain voice actors. That's not to like take away from them; they're good at the jobs, but you can usually like go, "Oh, it's them. That's cool."
Right? Yeah.
Jeff Bennett's too good. Like I can't put together his characters. You look at him like, wait, that was him. Like, there's nothing in this. Like, you can't hear Johnny Bravo in there.
No, no.
When he's also playing some sort of bodybuilder. This game looks like it costs so much money to make. I mean, this isn't like ultra high quality animation. You know,
No.
like you could easily commission animation back then. There's plenty of cartoons and stuff.
It's a combination of things that make it look like it cost a whole lot of money, and judging by its popularity, it didn't make it back.
No, the fact they cut it short, they didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Would kill for a dog act like that. Well, it's time for us to go. Hey, we must have been here.
Compilation of every buy.
Do not be getting attitude, smarty slacks, or I will be having no choice but to pound you into a puddle with teeth. Faster, slug.
I don't really think I even call that door opening animation because I always skipped it. Alright, here we go. I don't even know what triggers is.
There. That should do it.
Subtitles are back.
Who's there?
It is I, your malevolence. 1,000 pardons, but I have detected a new presence in Qtopia.
I don't have time for more news of rabbits. I have work.
This is no rabbit. I've never sensed any
Oh, we're
growth like this before.
I see. Is it,
So, like, Tim Curry generally makes everything better, I've heard, and I can't disagree with that.
watching it? I'm not in the mood for meddlers. I need time to recharge the machine for my next strike.
Yes, my liege.
A lot like Venom molds, but it's hard to believe that's also Pennywise.
Right.
Right, this middle path I always forget about, because there's not really a whole lot here.
When they hang around like that.
I always forget about this area. This is like least cemented in my brain, because there's not a ton to do there.
Let's say, yeah, I remember the bodybuilder thing. I do not remember that.
Say what?
Right, so like reason number 2, I didn't. Maybe not be the best idea to play this. I remember driving you crazy with this puzzle.
Oh.
I kind of just winged it. I wasn't really doing it properly, and I remember you getting very annoyed with me, and I don't blame you. Like I wasn't really paying attention to what it was doing, and you were like, "No, no, don't just press them randomly." Anyway.
Hi there, guys.
He's warp, I'm wood.
If you watch my old VOD of this, it's like we're there for a while, even though there's no commentary.
Right.
Oh, whack me is just kind of a natural extension of Warp and me's hobby, see?
What hobby is that?
Beating the living crap out of each other for grins. One day we realized, hey, here we are beating the living crap out of each other. But what's in it for us? And then Warp said, you know, Wolf, wouldn't all self-respecting zanies just give their eye teeth for the opportunity to beat the living crap out of each other with the same style and finesse as us?
I mean, I bought a lot of things with teeth and Grimstone.
Chuckle. But I knew what he meant.
And so, Whack Me was born. Abuse tools by the experts.
Exactly. We can put our names on Whack Me products with confidence.
Should we do a watch review of 450? All of it.
On each other.
Does a long play exist for UFO 50?
There's barely any videos of it, period.
Huh.
There's there's plenty of speedrun videos of certain games. No, not the whole thing, no.
Well, I know what I'm doing for the next all of 225.
Have fun with some of those games.
You're obviously a shrewd businessman.
Hey, we saw a market niche and we filled it. In Zany Do, turn around and you step on someone who needs an anvil.
It's been a while since I was in here.
Did you do this in archipelago?
Anything new?
That is puzzle games, so kind of messed up. I can't progress without this.
You turn around, we got something new.
I guess that does work.
Turn around, you step on somebody who needs an anvil.
Not be like a skill-based game.
No.
It would just be you need the thing.
So, what is new?
In fact, I don't know how would that possibly work. You'd just be hanging around. Like, oh, someone's giving you the thing.
I got the watering can. Time to go get somebody's Zelda sword.
Could you demonstrate one of those cigars?
Absolutely. But be warned, this is no mere exploding cigar.
He has no fingers.
Man of trick stogies. Smoking this sucker is real bad for your health. Best of all, it's guaranteed to go off in your mouth, not in your hands. Check it out.
I guess the way game meetings work, this immediately like bumps it up a notch, just showing smoking.
Right.
Actually, there's a little bit of blood coming up as well, so...
We'd love to see a demonstration of that boxing glove.
Right away. Customer satisfaction is our middle name.
Let me guess. Turn around, you step on another satisfied customer.
Correct. Now listen up. With the simple press of a button, this glove will smash the living daylight.
Do they animate all of this?
Yep.
The chump on the receiving end is guaranteed.
I remember this one being particularly violent.
Crush all you want, folks. This glove is built to
Not like...
outlast your victim.
You'll see, not like particularly so, but it was...
After beautiful blow. Observe.
a lot for
Note the quality of our
what I thought was a kid's PC game.
Right. Oh, right, okay.
It's not like... I mean, it's like itchy and scratchy level, but...
I'm sure he has plenty more where these came from.
That's a silly idea for an item, it's just...
It does.
Yeah.
Hi guys, how's business?
Painful.
I think there's a healthy mix of items that are just for the machine, but also can be used in puzzles. I might be wrong there.
God, yeah, I don't even know if we're collecting an item for the blueprint or... Because
Well, that one's definitely for the machine, because Stars
Okay.
and Stripes.
Oh, okay, okay. Just random blood there.
Like they animated that previous scene, and they're like, "Oh, we can do that. Okay, cool."
That powder looks interesting.
That's our patented shake and flake itching powder. Sure, lots of stuff can make you itch, but our powder has a special added ingredient, Lepro C. I guarantee it'll give you a lot more than a little tingle. Ready, Warp?
I like Warp's dialogue is not too dissimilar to Tommy Lee Jones in that movie.
Can you tell we just watched Batman Forever?
I kind of remember like acknowledging things like that because when we go like years on, when we go back to it's like, what the hell are you talking about? You just to get a sense of what we're playing at the time. Things like that. Like, oh, I guess UFO 50 was new back then. This is horrific.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, guys,
What's
I'm
that?
afraid we have to get going.
I always hate to see our friends leave, especially when they haven't bought anything. Come again soon.
What's with all the pictures?
You're looking at our favorite folks in the whole world. Our
Oh, I forgot about this.
Every face on this wall belongs to a thoroughly satisfied client of ours. Ain't they a smiley bunch?
Sure.
Yeah, the ones who still have faces anyway.
And it's a cartoon game, but like, that's a really bad idea. Have your portrait taken, you just hold your fucking passport up or something to look.
That machine is for our paying customers.
But I am a paying customer. Don't you remember? Just the other day, when I bought all that stuff?
No, but I'll tell you what, son. Just show me that whack-me stuff you're talking about, and I'll be happy to let you use our fine machine.
I don't even know if this world has a currency. Who knows?
I can't do that. Bye.
I'll be back. Yeah, because you still go through that every time. I think I may have lost track of the last key thing we... Oh, I guess we need to use the telephone.
Yeah, I'm not clear on how that works.
Apparently he's not clear how to get there.
I seem to recall walking past this character a bunch, too.
Yeah, every time. Shut up.
Oh, okay. That's just a little tedious.
Yeah, it is.
Greetings, and thank you for your call. However, as an outhouse security
It's
professional,
a little more annoying to write down than numbers.
Yeah.
please call back then. Thank you, and goodbye.
Especially because the primary colors, you just have to hold it.
I think it's just if you press it quick enough. Yeah, it is a little tedious. Oh, and this is the other one where I wouldn't necessarily want to play this because these questions are tedious as all hell.
Oh.
This is just I'm not even gonna try this. I am looking up a guide.
Question 1. What color is Jim's fur?
And I think they're randomized as well, so it's not even just like here are the right answers.
Top of the outhouse.
Like I can't remember that.
Question 3. Besides white, what color is Warp's fur?
It just feels very much like padding. Like you gotta go to actually look these things up.
Can be found on the right
And then you
The
might not.
right shoulder?
Oh my god. Is it his right?
Yeah, I don't even know. I guess his right.
5. What color is Wolf's collar?
And you know what, if you got the wrong shoulder, you'd have to do this whole thing again, and it'd be randomized.
Yeah, it's randomized, so you don't even know if you're gonna need to know that.
Question is, on the Zany Do sign, what color is the arrow pointing to Jim's...
Who is making a note of that? It's not even like notable things.
Right.
Congratulations! You win! Your fabulous Whack Me prize should be arriving right now.
It's kind of funny the questions are colored based, though. That's a good way to use that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
But yeah, those questions are just insane. It's just a lot of like writing them down, and then you get a new question you haven't heard yet, and you're like, oh. I know that's an item that has multiple uses, which is a kind of good puzzle design.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Tress.
I remember getting a bad feeling when I saw that character again, and now I know why.
Oh, right, yeah. pretty sure you can skip this. There's so much smoke is pouring out of that factory.
Oh god.
Whoa!
And you get this, which is just kind of annoying.
Wait, what the hell?
You gotta go in like when the light's on.
What the fuck? Why?
I don't know.
That's just dumb.
You have to feed the beans to him.
Beans prove that I'm a paying customer.
Why, yes, they do. Help yourself to the gift-o-matic. She's all yours.
Whack me jumping beans.
Yes.
It's the third time he said it.
Yes. Player just likes that line delivery.
Congratulations, chum. Let's give this
If I remember correctly, it's kind of weird. You just help yourself to all of them.
Let's say that. How does that work?
You can just keep doing it till you get everything on there. It's like timing based.
Wait, go away from them to do their idle animation.
Like, realistically, you think you're like, yeah, one per customer, one go per customer, but
You'll be taking home our top prize. The Whack Me Mega Magnet with our patented no-slip grip. Easy on-off switch and more pull than your local elected official.
it's like, what is he doing?
You, my friend, are the lucky winner of a Whack Me Ultimallet. Pound for pound, the best quality bludgeoning device in existence today.
Why don't they just give you 3 items just through that one thing?
Yeah.
I wonder how hard it'd be to design something like this. You know, put all the pieces together. You'd have like a big flow chart, I imagine. This
Yeah.
leads into this and this leads into that.
I was wondering if the free items were like a part of the cut corners that this game has.
You mean like they were supposed to be found elsewhere? That's possible.
Yeah.
Oh right, there was a picture of Vincent Van Gogh in his office in the live action scene, and that's like a cut character.
Oh.
You actually met him. I actually saw the picture and I kind of forgot. Oh wait, he was a character in this.
Huh.
And the footage is out there. You can see it. Like it's fully animated and stuff, but they just completely cut him out.
I don't think I'll be able to find anything just digging through a haystack. Aha! Like they always say, there's more than one way to search a haystack.
Our next question?
No.
Is this what you were looking for?
You sweet dear thing! You found the Chernatron's missing part!
Oh, you sweet dear thing!
My goodness, I'm so excited. I've got butterflies in my stomach.
I'm actually very curious to run this thing like this scaler because it also like increases frame rate.
Right.
AI, so I'm kind of curious what this will probably look like shit, but.
Oh, 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 oh.
Thanks.
Thanks for that. Hopefully that's let's just hope that's the weirdest thing you say as this character, eh?
Thanks.
We, can't wait to taste it.
I'm trying to cut back.
Nope, we gotta leave. Gotta go.
Time to go. We just looked at the camera first, like, you know it's coming. Like, no.
We got a slow walk across the farm to get to.
Check out these scaling sprites. Oh, why are we going back here? Oh, my gym. It's funny, like I see it and I'm like, oh yeah, now I know what's coming. I think we need to, yeah, we need to use this machine as well. I think if I remember correctly, I actually bought this. I played this game out of friends, and then when I got my own PC, I bought it, but I couldn't get it to work. And I think it was like weird sound card issues. This is like a DOS game,
Right?
But this is running on Windows 98, I believe. And yeah, PC gaming was not that straightforward back then.
Yeah.
It's really disappointed.
Almost everything is better with butter.
Oh right, you have two, because
The different puzzle solution, or a different thing you use it for.
Yeah.
I am not some kind of
But you use it up, so. I did like they kind of like they acknowledge that they could take two, one for you and your friend.
Right.
It's not just arbitrarily just taking two.
But then you don't have one, so I guess you don't have to worry.
There is no danger to me. I am keeping my equipment in perfect condition, much like my body.
In that case, if it's no trouble, I sure would like to see your routine again.
All right, I will be performing for you.
Could you have said that any more creepily?
Never hope to achieve.
Leaving so soon?
He falls into the drywall. It's just, because I just want to get him off camera. So I guess we're not going to see one of the failed solutions.
Oh.
So how does it feel to be in tippy-top physical condition?
Do you have any aspirin?
Very Maniac Mansion way of solving this puzzle.
Mm. So, last time...
Oh yeah, we ejected that guy.
Yeah,
I don't know why I say
kill the
we.
dog.
That-
We. You and I.
That dog has been murdered.
I'm Drew and you're Flux. Welcome to Zanidu.
Okay, bye.
I swear this would be like half the length if you right clicks. It is a little immersion breaking though.
Right,
like, It's
right.
like just like moving around like a Dragon Ball Z coach, like. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, we don't need to go there. We don't need to go there.
We don't need to acknowledge that.
No. No. Don't need to acknowledge that either.
We never really did, to be fair.
No.
Oh, right.
I think I said last time there's like several of these cutscenes, like different combinations of things you can do. Like, failed. There's only one right one.
I brought my own.
Hey, nobody said nothing about bringing your own freaking mallet. Besides, that clunky thing isn't gonna get you anywhere. Like my old pop used to say to me, Fingers, you stupid, good-for-nothing little creep. Always use the right tool for the job, and by the way, you smell like crap. Wise guy, my pop.
I'll bet.
Now I suggest you put that down before I...
Remember, this is Qtopia.
Oh, dialogue for the right answer.
Right.
Oh, but if you want to use it, just go right ahead.
I think the different combinations, like using the right mallet and also like you've got to use the strength machine.
Right. Which causes this to happen.
Yeah. And then they are like these fully animated cutscenes, it's not just like in the overworld.
This guy.
What? That's impossible. I mean...
Yeah, I don't know what the direction was like on the set.
Well, congratulations. You don't think I'm impressed. You know what they say about guys who need big mallets.
Okay, Squid Boy, where's our Chablis?
Yeah, here.
Chabless.
Hey, this isn't Chablis. This says it's Captain Blowhard's Prue wine.
Yeah, and I hope you both choke on it.
Yeah, I think as a kid, I think this is like where I didn't get... My friend owned this game, I think this is... I could never get this far. I definitely never got... I never got the wine for the wolf. Because I never saw anything past the wolf.
All right. This reminds me, me playing my favorite adventure game as a kid, Beavis and Butthead for the Sega Genesis.
Oh yeah, classic. I mean, you know, Monkey Island, Beavis and Butthead, you know, the true pioneer. Actually, I mean, Beavis and Butthead does have a couple of legit point-and-click games on the PC, to be fair.
Right.
I don't know how acclaimed they are, but from my understanding, they're pretty good. Like, joking aside, they are generally considered pretty good. I don't know.
Polly?
Mistress Marge!
And Punisher Polly.
Divas of Destruction!
I just realized I never got the wine, so I guess I never saw this as a kid. Thank God.
Ladies!
This is the point where it's just like, yeah, this is not for kids.
Don't spare the rod! Give it to me!
I remember the game's box, like, just the tone of it, it was like all over the place, like trying to market it. Might explain why this game didn't do too well.
Well, I remember, like, a character we haven't even seen yet who appears in, like, one room. He's, like, all over the box.
Right, yeah, that's really weird. Spike the Clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game looks like it cost so much to make, but I can't imagine it was easy to market. I think another thing as well is like the fact it starts in Qtopia, so, you know, it kind of sets a certain tone, but then that shifts.
Right, yeah.
Glue is something you earn, slug. What have you done for us?
And this was like a lot of money into what is undeniably a dying genre at the time.
Right, yeah.
I still think this game like super cool, but I can see why it failed quite easily. And they didn't even finish the game.
Right. Yeah, that's like the main problem with trying to market it is like when half the stuff that you had planned for didn't even come to fruition. It's like I imagine that Spike character was meant to be like kind of bigger, but
maybe they just went, oh, well, this is marketable, like Crazy Clown.
Right, fair, yeah, that's true too.
I also remember, like, I forget if I mentioned it, but like, there's a picture of Van Gogh in the live-action opening, and he was actually like a major character that was cut. He's completely done. He's in the trailer, but you never meet him in this game.
Huh.
There's massive chunks, but that becomes a bit more apparent when we get to like the final act of this game. We're not there yet, though.
No, we're a little ways away from that. I do remember that final act is like very weird, like kind of just stitched together.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Some of my favorite games are unfinished.
Yeah?
Always like this appearance from the Telltale character.
kind of forget. Yeah, at one point, adventure games just kind of died out, and it was like Telltale was kind of still trying to keep them alive, but for the most part, people kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, Telltale games themselves were kind of their own fad. I mean, so like point and click died on the mid '90s. I'm sure you can see like there's plenty of examples like, oh well, such and such was a thing, well such and such. But like generally speaking, like mid '90s was when this kind of stuff died.
Yeah.
And then there was a big gap, and then Telltale's interesting because they're not really point and click games. They're more of a interactive movies. I mean, watch that Batman one together. So.
Yeah.
With like sort of the weird kind of illusion of choice, which doesn't really matter.
Right. Well, they did like a Monkey Island, which was like actually an adventure game, but yeah, no, they did have a lot of story games.
Yeah. And that's not necessarily a criticism, by the way. Like, I really like The Wolf Among Us. Like, that is a really cool game.
Yeah.
But I do think, like, Telltale's kind of... The episodic thing never took off either.
No.
That was a fad as well. Like, even Half-Life was trying episodes, and we know how that panned out. So...
That Joker wouldn't be.
Yeah, and I definitely never saw this as a kid.
Get flatulent by a bus. Besides, he's got no authorship in these woods. Out here,
Let's just look at when Full Throttle came out. That was 95. Didn't realize it was that early.
This is 96.
Okay, I think it's time to move on to Plan B.
What was Plan
God, it didn't last that long, did it?
Coming up with Plan C.
Yeah.
I was afraid of that.
It's like the chronology of, like, game genres, you know? Like, there's, like, the fighting game boon as well. Like, kind of, like, obviously they're still around, but...
Yeah.
I mean, when every company was making several... It's like Doom clones. Although they didn't really go away, they were more just... They upgraded the technology. Well, they kind of went away. Half-Life kind of changed how they really should be, you know, getting colored keys anymore to get through the door. Unless you like a throwback thing. But yeah, point and click games is like, we'll start with what, like King's Quest and like Maniac Mansion?
Yeah,
graphical ones, not like text-based, that's it.
Right.
I guess in that sense, it's like the oldest genre.
This bit is rough, oh my god.
I don't know how easy that would be to figure out, just because it takes a long time before you realize you're actually progressing, you're actually doing something.
Yeah?
I don't know. I don't know if I looked up a guide when I first played this part. Then again, there's only so many things you can do, and they do give you the arrow keys, so... There's definitely worse out there. I may have lost a little perspective on this, because I have... I played like years ago, but I would say the puzzles are generally well designed. I don't think there's anything too obtuse, but then again, it's hard for me to review when I kind of know the answers by now.
Right, yeah.
And there's like cartoon logic, so.
No, it seemed like a lot of it made a lot of sense.
Damn.
Not to mention all my muscle aches.
Surprised this hasn't been like remastered, but then again, I think if you buy it on Steam or GOG, it just runs in Scum, and honestly, it's fine. Like, I don't know what.
But remember, don't try this at home.
Okay, I won't. I don't know how many quality of life things you could really add to this. Like, you play it through Scum, it's fine.
Right. I've never messed with Scum, but it seems like it's pretty good.
Yeah, Scum BM, I should say.
Right.
The wolves' dinner table, crushed.
You couldn't really HDify it unless you just did some awkward upscaling things. Certainly not. You're not going to get Christopher Lloyd back to do a reshoot.
Right.
Did we see Team Koei yet? I forget.
Yes.
I need you to take care of a meddler.
Another Cutopian?
No, this meddler is an alien.
So it took me way too long to realize what these characters are supposed to be. They're like pencil tests, like design sketches. But I didn't. I mean, did you realize that? Because it took me a
No.
long time to. I didn't realize that.
I thought they were like crash test dummies or something. I was like, I didn't really.
Well, I thought that too. Yeah. But I think they're like incomplete characters. I think that's the gag, and that's why they've got the things to cover what they're missing.
That's cute.
It's a fun idea, but it really is not obvious, and I can't even remember how I learnt that. And once I learnt it, I could see it, but there's bubbles in there.
And the wolf became an unfinished drawing somehow.
Is he voiced by Jim Cummings?
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, no.
I forget how much that actually happens, but I do remember, yeah, there's this... This becomes... evil? Or... What's the...
It's kind of weirdly defined as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Good. Maybe I'll try seconds.
It becomes uncute, I guess.
yeah, the idea of the Malevolator is a little vague. Like the Malevolans in general as well, because you go there and it's not like you can talk to the citizens there, so it's not like going to Mordor or something. You know, they're not like evil, but I don't know. And it makes you, yeah, it just uncutifies it, I guess. With Gus McNeil like doing this performance and then the fucking masochist cow. Like what the fuck?
We have a special surprise for you.
It's popcorn, isn't it? Right? Isn't it? Huh? So what are you waiting for? Give me my popcorn!
Sure. Here you go.
I don't have any recollection of what this has to do with anything.
Well, I mean, she is important.
Thanks.
Alright.
How much do you remember?
Not much, to be honest. Like, various set pieces, but...
Okay. I would say too much then. I wonder why we're going back here. So like the... Oh, right, like you go through quite a lot and then you finally you can open this.
There's a hole
Oh.
inside of the cupboard.
I don't know how obvious that is, but...
You have to, yeah, remember to backtrack here to be like, oh yeah, there was this thing I needed a key for, but, use this crank instead.
It's a top secret royal...
I like the build-up though, because it was like this first area you appear in.
Right, yeah.
Whoops, look at that. That toy cat just fell off the shelf and landed in my pocket.
Stealing from his royal smiley...
Oh right, the squirrel puzzle. Okay, that one's the one that's coming up is a little difficult. They give you a lot of hints, but there's a lot to do. We'll go do that now.
I'm just thinking of Day of the Tentacle, which is maybe my favorite adventure game. I don't have a lot of them under my belt, but I did like that one a lot.
Yeah.
The like pseudo sequel to Maniac Mansion.
Yeah. That looks weird.
Yeah, it does.
All right, men, let's split up.
But what if one of us gets lost?
Oh yeah. All right, men, let's stay close.
Let's check the bakery.
Oh, I could be wrong, but I think Nefarious's henchmen are about to make a special guest appearance.
What the hell are we gonna do?
The hell?
Hurl concussion bagels at them? No.
So
Leave.
elaborate, and this is the solution. But they animated each of these.
That was a weird
That's it.
bit.
Yeah, that's it.
Pantry? You should always check the pantry. Where did they go to hench school anyway?
I'm just happy they're gone.
Oh, right, and if you fail that as well, they lock you up. You have to solve a game to... No, you don't solve a game. You have to do this kind of puzzle to escape. And then in that same place, you can get the ability to fast travel. Which I never used. Because, like, if you can right-click, they're really not that far away.
Right.
Welcome. Butter. Aw, thank you, friends. Now, allow me to treat you to the yummy wares of my day young bakery. Joy, joy, yeah, happy. There you go. One freshly
I feel this would only appeal to you if you're, I guess, like us, like a sort of appreciation for cartoons, but like also an adult.
Right? Yeah.
But not like it's about adult who just just have no tolerance for any of this. You know, like I mean, it's sort of a nostalgic appreciation of cartoons as well, though. It's not like I wouldn't like watch modern cartoons or anything, but
Might explain its failure is because it's a little bit of a niche.
oh, very, very much is, yeah. I can go with singing puns, baking puns, and frog puns in there. But things don't go that way.
I love the adventure game, just let's walk by the same person like 10 times.
Yeah.
Never even say hi. Just like, I'm done with you.
You have served your purpose. I think the Scarecrow gets zapped and then just kind of collapses. Like, that feels like very much like, oh, we're going to make this a character, and then, no, we've run out of time or budget.
Right.
Or we moved the puzzle that the evil Scarecrow was part of.
I'll just put this back where I found it.
Why?
I
didn't even know you could do that.
Crushed.
Oh, is it not?
I guess. Oh, okay, yeah, alright. Thought you could just combine spit with that. I guess it needs to be the fire there. Kind of weird.
Hey, I didn't know you could cook. I mean bake. I mean barbecue.
I think you'd need the spit as well. I think it's part of the machine. It's like spit and polish, I believe.
Ah.
Oh, sorry for those localizers. Because you still need that item.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. You can't
spike.
just change it because it's part of the world.
Perfect
Yeah.
round butthole. Hello?
Ah, one of those strong silent types, huh? Hey, I admire a guy who...
Who you calling a guy?
Certainly not you, ma'am.
I mean, she's pink.
So, what's
That's
a
cartoon
nice girl
rules.
like you doing in a
Yeah.
place like this?
No, it's eyelashes.
Got him, mister. I ain't got the stomach for it.
Really?
Tress McNeil getting some work here.
Really? Say, what's your boyfriend getting at?
Nothing. Nothing at all. We were just wondering what you were doing, standing here.
Where everyone can see you.
I'm here to make sure no two-bit saps try slipping into seedies without the proper attire.
Great. Well, since that obviously...
Well, yeah, I was never quite clear what this antagonist land was supposed to be. Just people just kind of rude, I guess. Rude land.
I believe it was a gaseous suggestion more than an actual statement.
Wise guy, huh? Well, Kraken Foxy won't get you birds anywhere with me. I said no one gets into cities without the proper attire. Now beat it.
Please, Madame Bouncer. My friend and I would be most grateful if you let us into the club.
You kind of forget how much dialogue was
Took
skipping.
a wrong turn somewhere. This ain't Sapsville, and I ain't your mama. If you two ain't got the proper attire, then you're taking the long road to nowhere.
Drew, talking to this throwback isn't getting us anywhere.
You're right, Flux. We aren't getting through to her. It's like we're speaking different languages. Wait a minute. That's it. Flux, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sincerely doubt it. Unless you're thinking about how fun it is to slap yourself on the butt and yodel, "Whoa, Nelly!"
I'm thinking we need to change.
Is that an Earthworm Jim?
What to say?
Start speaking her language.
A language? Oh no, don't even think about it.
So, from now on, kid, throw your yap in overdrive. Make like a tough guy. Punctuate your sentences with C. See?
This is the most ridiculous plan I ever heard. See?
How much dialogue there is for just a gag?
A lot. Anything that involves that ice-breaking icon.
Yeah.
There's the attire.
Put on your meat suit.
Disgusting hunk of chewed meat.
We're done here, we got the meat.
I came here to get some meat that some lady just chewed up out of nowhere. Bye.
I can't actually remember what the meat's for. Oh yeah, I can. It's for the vulture. I think it's like the one kind of... I think it's the background I forget about the most. 'Cause I think you barely have any business there.
Oh, right. Yeah, I just don't even remember this from when you streamed it.
When they hang around like that.
I think this is...
Yummy.
I think it's literally a dead end, so like there's not really much to bring you here, apart from this one thing. I think if you waste that by not poisoning it, you can just go back and she'll give you another one.
See? That just
Provide another one.
That
Yeah.
vultures shouldn't eat poisoned carcasses.
Drew, you are not only my friend, you're my teacher.
If I say anything, but like, I think the writing is generally pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
I've heard it said
A lot of good bits.
Yeah, especially considering, like, if you had to write a game like this, like, how much dialogue do you need? And it's often for, like, mundane things, like, oh, this is the point where he takes a feather off for a vulture. How do you draw comedy from that, you know? Oh, bow and arrow.
Never know, you might need a big arrow sign.
Like, we're not even... Yeah, have we actually put those things into the blueprint? Because...
You can do it whenever. You can do it as you play the game, or you just do it at the end.
Well, that's what's funny about it. It's like we've been gathering up all these pieces, but we haven't actually given any context for it, so it's just... At the very... Unless you have, like, you know, the blueprint memorized and you're just watching this, you're just like, what is he gonna do with all this stuff?
Well, there's a few things, like the spit, that have multiple uses.
That's true, yeah. Which
in fact, the spit has, like, what, 3 uses?
I do appreciate that.
It's a sign of good game design.
The door to the squirrel's treehouse.
Alright, so this is the bit that's a little... I remember when I played this, there was like more steps involved than I kind of expected there to be.
That's where we're just gonna leave.
Yeah, I'm lazy. I don't want to do this.
Step 1, go back to this awful place.
That's a good way to. I think they use this a lot in the marketing as well, because you know it's the '90s.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, look how edgy we are.
Very much so. Just like, oh,
Yeah.
we're adult. We got a raunchy bit.
Yeah, I do think that was literally the logic.
More, you a feather. A feather.
They really. I remember they put this everywhere on the marketing.
Think about it.
That's unfortunate.
Tickle, tickle.
It's a different time. I suppose best show that off before little Timmy buys the game. I guess.
Make sure no one's blindsided by this.
Yeah.
Like I was when you showed it to me.
Feel free to stick around and watch, won't you?
So the playthrough is just him watching.
Tickle me until I scream for mercy.
Gee, I just love happy endings. Can we go now?
I'm just gonna stand here and admire Glue.
Just fucking go. He's just awkwardly standing there watching. Like, oh, Drew.
Hold on, I want to see where this is going.
Don't remember that combo.
You
I don't remember
glued
this at
cotton
all.
candy. All right.
Hell.
Cotton
Oh,
candy and glue. A yummy treat.
I don't remember this at all. Well.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's part of that. I was getting confused because he's doing it in front of the scarecrow. I was like, is he gonna eat that? Like what? No, we just happened to be doing it there. I was gonna give it to her, but because she doesn't like cotton candy.
She gave it to us.
Yeah, have it back.
I glued it to a fucking stuffed toy. Eat shit.
He's a friend for you. Oh, the key. I think there's a loose key. It's kind of weird what I do and don't remember from not just this, but games in general. It's like probably a good portion of my brain is occupied with random video game shit that's not useful.
Right. It's also
Like I
kind
somehow
of weird.
Remembered. Yeah.
It's weird that that was a thing that we could have done a while ago, as far as I'm aware, and we just decided to do it now because it became relevant.
Yeah, you know what? I think for the structure of this long play, it's helpful though. It's like,
Sure.
oh, this is where the things have come from. It's not like, oh, where the hell did that come from? We just have keys, I guess. But
Sure.
it didn't hurt.
But yeah, so you had to combine glue it to a cotton candy to make a tail for it.
Yeah.
The piano keys to make buck teeth.
Yeah.
And then something with beans?
Yeah, the jumping means to make it move. I will say in the
Yikes.
game's defense, there's two things, right? First of all, there's the book, which I think hints at each part. And the other thing is, if you try this and it fails, I'm pretty sure Drew will like just straight up say what went wrong. It's like, oh, it's not lively enough, or it doesn't seem that interested, or something. There's something missing, he says. So
That sounds familiar. Okay.
yeah, it's not too obtuse, and if that's like the biggest complaint I have, is this game's not too badly designed.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that was sweet. Bizarre, but sweet.
You realize it'll end in divorce. They just have nothing in common.
I forget if we saw it before, but if you send him up over the school, he gets his ass kicked.
Could you go up there and grab those nuts?
Sure. You never know when some extra nuts will come in handy.
Oh, I get it. It's like testicles. Nailed it.
You got it, yeah. Thanks. At this innocent game, they probably never even thought of that. When they were designing the dominatrix scene.
He killed that one plant with like poison or whatever. What did that accomplish?
You got the pepper that was behind it. It was like covered with thorns.
Right.
Stone cross wrenches. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I bet it isn't welcome.
Oh, this is the Christopher Walken robot. Oh not, we're just gonna go in this other door.
Interesting door. I'm gonna leave.
So that's where you get locked up, and you have to like shuffle. I'm saying this because I get a feeling we're not gonna get captured. You shuffle back and forwards on the carpet, and you can short circuit that keypad. And then our favorite type of puzzle.
Yikes.
You don't have to do this. That was easy. Oh wait. You only need to do this for the fast travel portal thing, which is really, really not necessary. I mean, you saw how big the map is.
Yeah. And you could just, like, zoom across it. So...
Yeah.
Which, I mean... Like, that's a really easy slide puzzle. Oh, never mind.
That's probably why they reset it. They probably just got an easier seed or whatever. Like...
No, a portable hole.
Oh yeah, that's just straight up out of Roger Rabbit, I guess.
Oh. I was thinking Batman Forever, but yours is probably more relevant.
Extremely limited range. Use in town centers only.
Christopher Lloyd was never in a Batman movie, was he?
Life insurance.
I don't think so.
Travel.
I think you use that on the potholes. Like, you go between the town and... It's like Zany to... you know, the three hubs. Although it's not even that fast, because you gotta like walk through this like surreal landscape to choose which one you want to go to. So.
Oh.
Yeah, not that useful. Well, we're gonna see it anyway.
I guess we're gonna see it.
Okay, Flux. Here's the plan. I'm gonna put down this mysterious prototypical thing we found in enemy territory and know nothing about, and then we're gonna jump into it.
Gee, couldn't we just play a nice, quiet game of Russian roulette?
Yeah, I do not remember this.
I don't know what I
I
was
may not have even done it, honestly.
but I know it wasn't this.
Really? Have you seen a mysterious dimension that doesn't feature eyeballs, mathematical formulae, and clocks flying?
I do like the paths, how they represent each one.
Yeah, yeah. It's creative.
Yeah. But like, I feel like there was like adventure games that were significantly bigger than this. That could do with this a lot more.
Yeah, this one...
Hey, we made it!
I mean, what is it, like, the wolf, the forest bit, Fluffy Bun Bun, and then you're here.
Yeah, it's... And you can skip through the screen really fast, so it's... Wow, alright. We can bypass that elephant elevator thing.
I wonder if that thing made more sense when the game was bigger.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
A free rental voucher from the costume shop. It has King Hugh's seal on it.
So you can choose different costumes here, and I actually don't know what happens if you choose the wrong one. Like the one you don't need.
Oh, right, they keep doing this.
Yeah, each building is somewhere else to hide.
Yes, the fugitives are around here somewhere. I can smell them.
I think that might have been me.
Perhaps the fugitives are at the costume shop, procuring garments with which to disguise themselves.
Move it!
Something tells me those three unpleasant henchmen-like voices belong to Nefarious's three unpleasant henchmen.
What are we gonna do? Think!
Were they even really established? Like, they just
No,
got...
I don't think...
Yeah,
no,
like...
hang on, didn't they mention them or something, or...?
I don't remember.
No, I'm pretty sure they don't. I don't think they get formal introductions until, like, the final act.
No kidding.
I'm pretty sure there's some dialogue about them explaining them, but...
Yeah.
I don't think we've heard it yet.
The, king would like to redeem his free rental voucher now.
I mean, it's pretending, but... The, king would like it now.
Vouchers authorized? Cool. Okay, well, first let me give you his free gift.
You mean his free rental?
No, I mean his free gift. Here you go.
It's a fly suit.
Yeah.
Oh right, so you don't even choose the costume, you just because that's the one you need.
Nobody around here wants to look like a fly, I guess.
I think it's used multiple times.
Maybe Hugh would like it. As a token of appreciation for his business and stuff.
Great. I can't wait to show him.
And like, don't forget his free rental. Is King Hugh looking for anything in particular?
I can't remember what the actual rentals were. I just remember the fly suit.
Okay, like, take whichever one you want.
Oh right, it's the costume for the Scarecrow.
Oh.
I'm assuming that if you take the wrong thing, you'll just say, I don't like it. It's that one, by the way, the Harlequin.
I'm sure there's like a bit where you could just come back and be like, I think we got the wrong one, and then you get a
Oh yeah, it will be. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard the dialogue where he doesn't like it.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, there's probably not much to it.
Harlequin costume.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't want to fast travel there. Let's go back to the barn. I think as soon as he gets it and you leave, he gets malevolated and then he just kind of falls over.
I think we found.
I mean, we're gonna see, I guess.
Oh, goody, goody, goody!
Yeah. Maybe they just didn't want to animate him in the new costume? I don't know. This is very elaborately animated. This is some Disney shit right here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh right, it's in this same cutscene.
Okay.
And its costume changed!
Oops.
Something went wrong there.
Yeah.
What do you even get from that?
The coat or whatever that he...
Oh, the scarf he threw, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Tim Curry's personally doing it.
Oh, we're back here.
And then he's back up again!
This is terrible.
Yeah. After all that effort, our costume is ruined.
Yeah, no kidding.
He noticed that, I guess.
This guy's as rank as a row of soldiers.
You don't even talk to him, jeez. Or maybe you can, but...
It's weird they give him a new costume in the same scene, and then he transforms and gets a new costume, but like he reverts the costume. Whatever, I'm overthinking that. But the way he sort of fell over and then he was suddenly standing up again, I feel like something was cut or they had to change something. I don't know.
Yeah, something
It was
didn't...
just odd. There was something odd there. Like you originally be able to talk to him in the new costume or something, then he gets malevolated.
You don't suppose this cloak is the proper attire for Seedy's club?
Only one way to find out.
I'm just trying to think of other games I know of that were, like, unfortunately unfinished. And,
I
like,
was
you
thinking
could
of
just...
Alien Soldier, I was thinking of.
Oh, right.
But yeah, it's an action game, you can cut things out.
Yeah, I did notice it myself, but I do remember some stuff about that.
It's just ultimately just kind of abrupt, it's a little short.
Yeah, yeah.
There's still other examples as well. Oh god, this again. Oh my god. The bit that just looks wrong.
Yeah.
It's not like a sprite, it's like the pre-rendered animation plastered onto it. It's like dithered, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute, we have a backyard?
Perhaps they have sought refuge in Seedy's club.
Move it!
Uh-oh! Henchman alert!
These would be more suspenseful if they weren't so painfully easy.
not...
Yeah, there's not like a puzzle you solve. You literally just click on a door in the room.
Yeah, it's very hard to mess up. Not like, oh, you got to interact with this and put on a disguise or something, or hide, or pretend you or blend in. They didn't even animate that one. They just used it.
Yeah.
What?
What? Was that random?
Enjoy it.
Damn it. We are not going to know what that means in like a month.
You know, we're not, and I'm not gonna say.
Excuse me. What kind of talk is that? Take my advice. A guy could.
Next, I'll have to get really excited when I see a staircase, and also not provide any context.
Jesus Christ.
Ah, shut up, you bald-headed twit.
That's better. Now, what can I do you for, creeps?
Recently I played through, I forget if I mentioned this to you, I hadn't time, and that game is like pretty obviously not finished.
Right, like, I've played that a little bit.
Like the first couple of worlds are really elaborate, and then the third one is like just really missing all of the rest of the game's charm. It just feels like it just suddenly they ran out of budget, and it's just like this just was thrown together.
Why don't you two just...
It's
I'm
still
trying to
good.
think of some more examples of unfinished games, because I know there's plenty.
I don't understand. Gunning? For you? I only asked for some shoes.
There's a very obscure Sega game called The Nightmare Circus, and that, I swear to God, that just looks like a prototype. They released it, but you play it and it's like, this is like a prototype, right?
Right.
Very weird game.
No, hold on. Hairpin bowling?
Where you jerks been, baking cookies? Hairpin bowling is the toughest, gruelingest, sweatingest sport ever invented. It's so tough, you gotta fight for a lane. And once you get a lane, the only score what counts is a strike. And nobody ever scores a strike. That is, nobody but me.
Scary face.
So, Jeannie, you and Nefarious ever get together and go bowling?
Nah, his dark unholiness rarely graces us with his royal presence. He just hangs out in his impenetrable island fortress, castle, place, thing. Working on his dreams for global domination, torturing the innocent and laughing like a madman.
Whoa, that's a tough schedule.
Have you ever been inside his fortress, castle, place?
You know, I'm thinking about like this area of the game, and I think what gets me is like, so Qtopia is clearly like your sort of cutesy kind of Care Bears kind of world, right? For like young kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Zany do like your wacky cartoons, so you get your sort of
Thank you for your time.
like you sort of your '90s ones, but also yeah, what's that like? That there's like a Warner Brothers character. It's like a Dodo. It's in like Tiny Toons as well, but that character's like actually dates well before that. Like the wacky zany nuts, you know,
Yeah,
like abstract stuff. Like that's Zany do. I don't know what trope the Malevolence is supposed to be, because like antagonists is not a genre, you know, of animation.
Maybe it's like the concept of being like anti-cartoon. Like it's just wrong because it's adult and it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, I guess. Well, like you Volfachi kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm overthinking it, but it's just like the first two are very clearly like takes on particular animation, whereas this one's just the Badlands, you know.
Yeah.
Like glue got a lot of use.
Oh, thank God, so we don't have to go back and get more.
Good style, good form, good adhesion. Overall, I'd give him a 9. In the Malevolence, everything deviates from the straight and narrow. Even the bowling lanes.
Okay.
That kind of feels like it should be an indie game, like the bowling, but with weird lanes.
Right? Bowling roguelike.
We run out of budget. Chris, could you just kind of look dissatisfied?
Burn, baby, burn.
That really needs to be animated. That was blatant.
I know this may be kind of unpleasant for you, little buddy. But I want you to know that it hurts you more than it hurts me.
Aw, that's sweet. Hey, wait a minute. Oh no, I'm dead.
Oh, he's still there, okay. Maybe they animated it with the hairs and then they forgot he was like that bear was supposed to be there and they're like, oops.
You did it!
Starting to realize that the game's already starting to show a few cracks.
Yeah. It's definitely something they got. All the stuff early on kind of got finished, but
Yeah.
the further you go,
I guess they were like, because this isn't necessarily a given for a game, but they just developed it in sequence.
Nobody scores a strike.
Because this is the final bit that is the roughest.
yeah.
Although I don't know where the bit with Van Gogh came in.
A strike.
Look, CD.
That was probably one of those things where like they didn't have a conclusion prepared for it, so they had to cut out the beginning of it.
Kinda gotta get going.
Yeah, I mean we'll see it when we see it, but the ending is crazy abrupt. I'm not talking about it until we get to it though.
Destroy my business.
Oh, everyone's gone. Yeah, he's not kidding.
Sure. I can handle it.
Jeez, I hate to see a grown man
Most
cry.
tragic characters in video game history.
Especially one in a suit, too.
Just go.
I guess this means we can't be friends.
Go.
It was on a while.
All right.
Bowling pins, tastefully mounted.
Right, that's your pins and needles.
Ah.
Change into something a little more comfortable.
I want to see the Christopher Walken robot.
Don't touch that.
Hello.
Hi there, Mr.
Hi there, can I touch your thing?
Oh well, a reference Mr. Robot. Which is some sort of TV show. I've been told, I don't know.
That's smug for short, right?
Ah, very amusing. Make your cheap acronym-based crash.
Why do they do a Christopher Walken impersonation?
Like myself, will take
It strangely works though. He has a strange pattern of speaking. He's kind of robotic.
be eradicated,
Do you ever play a robot?
annihilated, obliterated, and
I don't know of any off the top of my head.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
A robot hell-bent on taking over the world. Now there's something new.
That body is like distinctly Dalek-like, isn't it?
Oh right, yeah, I guess it is.
What's with all the piles of junk? Trash collector on strike?
Fool! These piles of junk are the most sophisticated
I wonder
robots
if this is
in the
also
world.
Jeff Bennett.
I designed every one of them myself.
No offense.
You know, I've got quite a few like favorite voice actors from this time period. Jeff Bennett's like problem though is that he's too good at his job because I never recognize him. Like, you know, I can sort of pick out your sort of like you know, your Rob Paulsons and things like that. Oh yeah, it's him, he's a good voice actor. Jeff Bennett's like too good because I just don't even know it's him. Like I didn't know it's like, oh, it's Johnny Bravo. He doesn't sound anything like Dexter's dad. He's too good at his job to be better known.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like you mean like you know you Phil Lamar's and stuff. Like he's got range, like talented, but I can usually like notice him.
Yeah.
Once I pointed it out, I can hear it. But
Ask me a question.
Presuming this is Jeff Bennett, because I don't know if it's anyone else in the cast.
Okay, I have to ask. What is all this stuff?
It might not even be. It might be completely wrong. I'm just going to acknowledge that in retrospect.
It's a work in progress.
I know he's Spike the Clown.
A new line of home security robots. First, there was the bus duster. A feather duster programmed to viciously disembowel any unauthorized user.
I could sure use one of those, babies. Happens all the time over at my place. Some jerk breaks in and tidies up.
Then I created the Securidill Ultra Secure Pickle Jar. Enter the wrong combination, and the lid explodes, sending razor-sharp shrapnel searing through your flesh.
Another winner!
And now, the Toastum brand...
I realize this and Whack Me have the same thing going on.
The ultimate answer to illicit
Yeah.
bread browning. Should any unauthorized individual attempt to drop bread products into this toaster, boom, chakalaka, they're toast. Ha, 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 ha.
You know, you'd think a guy this...
I don't think these are as gruesome, though.
...joke than that.
You think the
You didn't like put your bread on the your brain on the wanted bread.
Brilliant as you are, you've probably anticipated what I'm about to say.
Indeed, I have. O magnificent man of metal, I worship you. And everything touched by your mighty
Another very elaborate way of saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
You can go up to the castle, but there's literally nothing there.
I'm just gonna jump into a hole.
Ready for some speedy, convenient, and only relatively disturbing hole travel?
It's not that fast when you have to talk every time you do it, too.
I was thinking that.
We have arrived!
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Oh man, he's got to just return that costume.
So about the costume, it just disappeared, I guess?
Kind of lost. It got lost into the void of
Habits of the malevolent
production.
forest squirrel. Oh my
Fell into a bit of a plot hole.
no way.
Yeah, that's what the thing's called.
What a totally cool book. Thank you so much.
Enigma, a book of insoluble paradox.
Oh right.
Puzzles.
Oh man,
Insoluble.
Look at all the
this book was made by the Joker.
Yes, the calling card of the Joker.
Ready for some speedy, convenient, and only relatively disturbing hole travel?
Do people speedrun these games?
Typically, but I mean they'll speedrun anything, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
I kind of like hole travel.
At some point, if you got a game that hasn't been like speedrunned, then someone will do it just to be the first to do it.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Fuck it, let's Google it. Toonstruck speedrun. That's
a great book.
Yep,
There's
it's
all
on speedrun.com.
kinds of stuff in here. Puzzles, stories. Say,
5 people have done it, and its fastest was 30 minutes and 39 seconds.
It's a story about a genie.
I'm willing to bet that they did not bother with the whole.
No, I can't imagine it saving any time.
No, especially when like I really meant more because you got to do that sliding puzzle to get it.
Oh yeah, you lose more time than you gain.
What is the one question that you can't answer?
That's nice. So, seen any good movies?
See, I thought maybe I'd ask you the same thing.
Same thing? What? Same thing.
You know, what's the one question you cannot answer?
This is absurd.
Well?
It's...
You can't answer my question?
Stop it! I'm thinking. There's nothing I cannot answer. Nothing I can't. Oh.
This feels like we didn't hear more of this guy's dialogue, because it's pretty. This performance is pretty good.
Yeah.
Meat puppets? What have you done?
Night night. I knew he was smarter than old Bolt Brain. So what is the one question he can't answer anyway?
Oh boy.
Let's
Hold that for a plunger.
You blow off a guy's head, and then take his plunger. Now that's love.
Oh right, that's for the fish flushing.
Oh yeah, that.
I don't have any use for the head of a broken down megalomaniacal
This first, I call it the first act. So well interconnected, and then yeah. I think it might be like Act 2 that's missing, honestly.
Ready, Flux? Into the hole!
I don't know. Because the bit that was cut, you can't see it online. It doesn't look like the finale. Like what we got as the finale, like the final area. It definitely looks the part.
Yeah, yeah.
So I get the feeling Act 2 was the bit that's cut. It's out there. I know the information's out there. I can literally tell you, but people who worked on this game have said as much.
The way I remember it is you finish the machine, and that's Act 1, and then Act 2 is just a, like, very brief interaction with the villain, and then that's it.
That's the big thing. You barely interact with Tim Curry's character. He just kind of leaves. I think it's also, I think they were on 2 discs, if I remember correctly, back in the day.
Huh.
I think Act 2 is like disc 2. I forgot how late dealing with him is. Well, no, actually, I think you can deal with him. You can get that clock to chime whenever, but the actual fish flushing, you need the plunger.
Right.
Might be the last stretch. I don't like this bit. This bit is kind of nonsense. This one's kind of just timing based, I think.
The hell?
I think you just have to press the button when the thing you want shows up, but it's awkward.
Think anyone would mind if I took a quick whiz?
Mind? This is a sophisticated piece of sporting equipment. Next, you'll be wanting to besmirch the scroll of wisdom.
Looks like the toilet is clogged.
Can't fish flush with a clogged toilet. No way, no how.
Appreciate a little introduction to show me why we're just doing this.
Too bad the robot maker couldn't be here to see what we did with his gadget.
The shock probably would have blown his head clean off. If that hadn't happened already.
I like how very basic that puzzle-solving element was. His toilet's clogged. Use a plunger.
It's not so much a puzzle, just we need this plunger, so we've got to deal with him. I guess dealing with him is the
Oh,
puzzle.
sure.
Yeah, this just, I think it's random. And if you miss it, you're like, oh shit.
Nice catch.
You know, I actually can't remember what that's for. Oh, it's a soul. Oh, it's just, I think it's just a machine part. Okay.
Heart and soul.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Did it say on that sort of guide that that was a soul though? Because you'd have to work out which one you even needed.
Yeah, and I don't think so. Shame we didn't use fast travel, I guess.
Weird character, especially considering what's coming up now. So I think like a cutscene's coming up, which is like Metal Gear in length. Oh no, I guess we're gonna stay here actually. I'm kind of settled here. What are we doing?
They are playing in opposition to your commentary.
It's one of these new AI videos which responds to what you say. Oh, we're just showing this off.
You beat me, I'll give you the gold.
Oh, we still have something to get. Okay. Oh, we played this last time. We didn't win. Okay. It kind of reminds me of something you find in Virtual Springfield.
Oh. I'm just trying to figure out why this is a Pac-Man parody? Because it's not.
It's a name that it's a reference.
Looks like I'm the new champ.
Champ? Your mother's ass. I saw you, champ.
Wow.
I'll give you the chain anyway, because I'm such an honest guy.
A cheap chain from the arcade.
Ball and chain, I think. I just find it fascinating how some sort of like idioms and things like that like remain after the actual original context is long gone. So like in case like ball and chain, like you don't use those for prisoners anymore, right?
Right.
And then another one that gets me is how even to this day like a floppy disk is used for the save icon. And there's like a generation of kids who don't even know what a floppy disk is. It's just the save icon.
Parts go in those compartments around the cutifier's deck.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, we're seeing this for the first time. Let's see what we might need. Oh, hey, what do you know?
Button to run the machine. If there are any problems, the computer will let us know.
Imagine this would really suck if, like, you were learning English as not your first language. And you were, like, really happy you could navigate your way through this game, and then you face this. Oh, it's a bowl of, like, rock and bread? Oh. Cloak and dagger. Stars and stripes.
Soul.
Heart and fish.
Whistles and pins.
Whistles and pins, yeah, the whole expression. Oh, I've got whistles and pins.
Bells.
Bells.
Oh,
bells.
those bells. Needles, cane. Polish and pins.
And polish.
Yeah, there
polish
you
and
go.
pins. Spit and needles.
I was thinking needles and
You know when you
thread.
put a, you know when you put like a sore throat, you spit and needles.
Good old acorns and bolts.
An arrow sign.
Bow and sign.
Yeah.
A red pepper.
Red pepper and salt.
Is that it? Is the cutifier finished?
Yeah.
Get comfortable because we have a very long cutscene coming up.
Ah.
Wonderful.
I do not remember what is coming.
Ready to go to it?
Yes, sirree. We've never been so...
Go to what?
Well, goodness, go and cutify things, of course. What did you think the cutifier was for?
I suppose it could have been worse. They could have just ended the game there.
Not sure.
Do you think we have a choice?
I guess the
God, imagine they could have like just tweeted, just said, yeah, and like it just turns out to be good. You know, like oh built the cutifier and you save the world and then you get sent back. The end.
I certainly prefer that to one of those meaningless death experiments.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, the time has
That'd be a very short.
It would have been.
Too short.
Bric-a-brac.
Yes.
You did remember to build another much larger exit from this hangar, didn't you?
Thanks.
What?
Please it's
Oh no.
disc 2.
Have you got disc 2?
I don't have a disk drive, so I'm gonna have to solve that problem first.
Install one. Buy USB one. Well, at least that validated what I said before about it being on the second disc.
You need only... Where are the fugitives I ordered you to arrest?
Gee, that's a good question.
Silence!
My PC copy of Final Fantasy VIII came on like 5 discs.
Good as done.
We'll leave no stone unturned.
That is something I do not miss.
Hey, Your Malevolence, I beg you, give us this one chance to prove that we can do your evil bidding, that we are still worthy.
Go then. But do not fail me again.
Check the doors!
Reanimating your miserable corpses would
Reanimating?
Oh my god.
squeezing the life back out of them would be.
Yes, sir.
I'm overthinking things again, though. Oh, thank God for that. I guess it's like they know they're in a cartoon, but it's not like full-on Toontown and Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
I've been receiving messages from all over Cutopia. Tales of the wonderful transformations taking place. Can you believe it? It really works. I now have the power to cutify anything. Anyone. Happy day. Happy day.
Yes, it is. Surely is. I'm glad we were able to help Cutopia, King Hugh. But I am looking forward.
And they get sent home, like this 2 is just this cutscene.
And I have every intention of sending you there, just as soon as you finish your end of the bargain.
Finish? But I have finished. The machine is up and running. Cutopia is cute again.
True. True. But if I'm not mistaken, the deal was for you to cutify the world. Meaning, of course, the whole world.
I need to go back and check if that was actually said.
Oops, we accidentally cut that part out.
Maybe. Maybe you did say that, I can't remember.
Wait a minute. I agree to that.
Why, yes. Oh, come now, Drew. Surely we share the same sweet dream. This is our golden opportunity to spread happiness throughout the world.
But, Your Majesty, if malevolation is bad for Cutopians, then think how cutification will feel to everyone else.
Oh, yeah. My face can only take about 4 minutes of smiling before it starts to hurt.
No, you're just talking silly. What could be bad about cutie?
You're just being silly.
Sorry, Hugh.
I love a performance.
Right. I think we'd better leave well enough alone.
You don't seem to understand.
Strange ethnic dilemma. Ethical dilemma. Sorry, that was a slip of the tongue. Well, I suppose they're different countries, I don't know.
Think about it. Defy me, and you'll most likely be stuck here forever. Are you really willing to take that chance?
Yes.
Yes. Of course. I knew you'd see it my way. Yes, of course. Yes.
This is very much out of nowhere, but then again, I guess we really didn't know shit about this character.
Yeah.
Carry out this ridiculous plan.
Yes, of course he's not.
I guess I'll just have to find another way home.
Have it your way, Drew. The world will be cutified, and you'll be stuck here forever.
Wrong! The world won't be cutified. Only Flux and I know how to fly the machine, and we are out of
That's we've just established that now, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. That makes sense because they're the only ones who have flown it.
Yeah, and then his head comes off. This is...
That's very silly. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was kind of alluding to it, but... I don't know how necessary it is. Like, you could interchange those characters, but...
Yeah.
Not really much of a twist. I guess like Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun is his creation that he despises. So if there's this, I do like that line meaning and that voice.
He safely locked away, learning how to be truly happy.
It's kind of a weird twist for two characters we really don't know that well, but whatever. Yeah, if this was like longer, more developed, I think the Van Gogh thing actually like tapped into like his fears and stuff a bit more. He got a bit more developed as a character, but
Right.
and that's with a bit more importance to him, like the main antagonist being the creation he loathed. But also, how threatening are those guards? I mean, come on.
We use the workout machine, so we should be able to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, wow, plot hole. Also, you can fly this, I guess.
We're the only ones that can fly. Wait, hold on.
Oh, right, so, I hope you're not too attached to Flux, cause, he's fucking gone.
Goodness me, Daru. You are absolutely right.
The title said tootly.
That was the only thing making him zany, by the way, was he was more purple and pink.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's less drastic than some of the transformations we've seen.
Yeah, whose idea was it to come here anyway?
Not mine.
Not mine.
Well, it certainly wasn't mine.
Yes, it.
Quiet! We don't have time to argue. We must locate their hiding place. Let's go that away.
Come on, Flux! Snap out of it! There's a one big chance to get out of here!
I think this is longer than the actual ending of the game.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it was just reached the point where they spent so much on the game, then even if it wasn't finished, they had to get something out of it.
Yeah, just use what you have.
I mean, it's not terrible. Like, I've seen worse. I can't think of any examples of said worse, but I'm sure they exist. The second half is definitely worse than the first half. Like, without a doubt.
It's not even a half. Like, a majority of the game is this, puzzle making the cutifier thing.
Yeah.
And then the second act is somehow just a short little bit before the ending.
Yeah.
Can't have gotten far. Alert the others.
But
Find him.
I can't take those armadillo guards seriously though, like, come on. Oh, right. He can fly it, yeah, they tell him to fly it.
You can fly that machine, can't you?
Why, sure I can.
Then do it.
When did they establish that? In the Act 2. Honestly, there probably was some dialogue for it. Or like a scene where they learned to fly it.
Yeah, right.
Well, welcome to this part of the game where it's not as good. I remember, like, because I had played this as a kid and I knew the first part so well, and then I saw this for the first time. I was just like, "Oh, this is."
Nefarious Simons!
That's Count Nefarious to you, little man. Master of the Malevolent.
Here it is, the budget constraints.
Yeah. We spent it all on Tim Curry. Although, to be fair, I mean, probably not a bad idea.
I mean, they got some talent, for sure.
Holy shit, did they,
I trust you find the accommodations to your liking.
I mean, they got, like, Ben Stein in it for, like, just literally one scene. Or maybe shows up again at the ending.
Right,
but...
I think so, but...
What do you want from me?
Want? From you? Nothing. You've done quite
I
enough.
never really acknowledged this, but, like, Christopher Lloyd is a very good pick for this.
Oh yeah, for
Sort
sure.
of, even just, like, his age kind of fits the character as well, like, sort of a... you know, kind of an aging artist who's just falling into this trap of making corporate crap instead of what he actually has a passion for. And he has a
Yeah.
history of, like, you know, Roger Rabbit and
Think again.
No, thanks. I already gave it the office.
and this weird subplot, which is also very kind of,
What is this?
well, he's explaining it.
I won't tax your feeble brain with the details. Suffice it to say that once the serum has worked its way through your body, it will transform the Drew Blank we all know and loathe into a toon, like everybody else.
Okay.
Vulnerable, and a prisoner in my
Because they
world forever.
they don't really acknowledge the live action in a cartoon world thing much.
I'm not going.
Yeah, no, not many people are very surprised by him.
Yeah, and he just like openly said, "Oh, weird tunes," so it's like a known thing.
I can't help but find it all rather amusing.
So part of the world that's not 100% grasp.
I'll get out of here, the fire, so help me.
Oh, my dear Monsieur Blanc. I wouldn't count on it. Even if you manage to worm your way out of that reinforced cell, the castle is simply crawling with ferocious guards. I'm sure
The castle is simply unfinished.
As for possible exit points from the castle, well, I guarantee you'd find the plummet to the surrounding waters below nothing short of breathtaking. So, unless I'm overlooking some small detail, such as a pair of retractable wings that sprout out of your back, I'd suggest you sit back and relax like a good boy and let the mutagen take its course.
Cody's an interesting choice as well, because I would say he's just as well known for his live action stuff as his voiceover work.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll leave you to your unpleasant
I mean, why isn't he voicing Spike the Clown? I mean, he is Pennywise.
Now that is amusing.
Is it? Then
Actually, I don't know if you know, but he actually auditioned for the Joker in Batman the Animated Series. And that was known for years, but it's only recently that his like audition kind of leaked out. He did like an entire episode.
Oh.
Before they went with Mark Hamill instead. It's good. It's very Pennywise.
Right.
Where is it?
When the machine left King Hugh's castle, it was flying due west. I guess it's nearing the edge of Qtopia by now and heading directly for us.
And who is piloting the infernal contraption?
My friend, Flux Wildly.
I mean, he is the only one who could fly it.
The other one is here.
The meddling Zanian, all in one fell
Everyone knows that.
An auspicious start to our partnership, Mr. Blanc. Welcome to the team.
Thank you, Master. I will serve you well. Until I...
Wow, Christopher Lloyd really phoned it in this scene. Damn.
Misfortune. Quickly, gaze into the future.
Real Von Perlman in Payday 2 vibes there.
This wretched creature escaped my castle.
I see Drew Blank remaining your
I can't see anything. This is not complete.
Unless what?
He will remain your captive unless a lifeless knight walks, a dead bird rises aflame, and I myself obey his commands.
Impossible. These absurd things.
It's a bunch of hints, I guess.
Of course, my liege.
I mean, I don't even if you remember what she just said. That by the time they actually happen.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I know I've kind of forget about that line.
I will personally blow your friend out of the sky.
Chris, we're shooting here.
Oh.
Your life will be an unspeakable atrocity as my obedient slave.
Sweet dreams.
Why does he break out of it?
My God. I guess we're not done with the cutscene though.
Right? How long has it been since we interacted with the game? Kind of remind me of MGS2 in particular.
Oh.
Like when you get to the end game there, I'm not joking, it's like a good like 30 minutes between fighting the Metal Gear Rays and fighting Solidus.
I'll be your merciless dungeon guard for the duration of your stay, which is, let me see here.
I guess these voice actors are expensive, but they're good at playing several characters.
Yeah?
So, is that longer or shorter than life?
Longer?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me see what else does it say here. We can escape risk. Well, that's just stupid, you know. Of course
Welcome,
it'd be
Matt.
risky for you to try and escape. I don't know who wrote this. In fact,
I didn't really parse that, and then you pointed it out.
it's getting this.
This game's not realistic, what the hell? What kind of simulator is this?
So have a nice, what is it?
Did he eat that?
Yeah, have a nice eternity, prisoner. Hey, step away from the mat, or I'll be sorry you did.
Yeah, finally got control again, eh?
Or I'll make you lick the mat, chump.
Exceptionally thick iron bars. Only the best for Nefarious'.
So this is where it gets weird, because we don't have flux. And
Right.
before, like, I mean, it's like a common trope, but... it's a common trope for, like, Guybrush really talking to herself, but it was really cool, like, he would just speak to Flux, you know, kind of justify his monologuing. But now he's just talking to himself. Not a big deal, but it kind of makes you realize how crucial Flux was, you know?
Also, there's a lot of extra dialogue they were able to throw in, and now he doesn't really have that opportunity.
Yeah, and it's also hard to be... Well, we'll see it, but it's, like, hard to be funny when you don't have, like, a... I mean, he's kind of like the straight man to Flux, you know? It's like a classic dynamic.
They played off each other. It wasn't like they were isolated.
Yeah. Or even, like, similar, you know?
Right.
Like that Scooby-Doo game.
I think there's been some kind of Bless. Bless.
It was like the last game to, like, how do I say, like, sincerely use digitized graphics, like, without it being some kind of deliberate throwback thing or some kind of joke.
Oh, man.
I mean, here it makes absolute, like, this is, like, one of the best uses for digitized graphics, because he's, like, a real person in a cartoon world. It's genius, really.
Yeah, yeah.
It's perfect, like, to use it here, but, yeah, when did they really just stop doing that? This is 96, this is late-ish, but...
No fever. Just allergies.
Yeah,
Lots of stuff.
Mortal Kombat 4 was certainly around that time, yeah.
It was like 97, I think. That was the year after this.
Makes sense.
MK3 was 95.
And yet you spend your days in a damp rat.
But I think there were like other games that kept using them for a while.
So what's
I think, yeah, 3D just kind of took over, and that was like the new thing, so this was seen as like dated by that point.
Probably didn't help either. I mean, that's probably part. You know, we were talking about the death of the point-and-click genre. I remember they Escape Monkey Island went did that 3D game and it sucked.
Right.
They was using so they did like Grim Fandango, but that was good. But that's because it was like low poly, but the character designs were made for that. You know, like they designed the characters around it being 3D.
Yeah, yeah.
But then they tried Monkey Island on the same engine, and it just sucked. Like, the characters looked like shit, and it played awkwardly because you controlled the character. It wasn't actually point and click. And the game was just bad. That was my first Monkey Island, by the way.
Oh, no.
I think, like, these like graphic adventure games, like, you gotta have good graphics, and, like, 3D at the time just didn't lend itself to this format, I guess. So maybe that's why it died alongside the Rise of 3D. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's a lot easier for everything to stand out, like all the objects you have to interact with when they're all just sprites.
Mm.
And just
You can't do like, yeah, you can't do terribly detailed worlds.
Yeah,
well, you can do
yeah.
if you make them pre-rendered, which I think Grim Fandango did, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you get like pre-rendered backgrounds and stuff like that for quite a while, but pre-rendered characters, not as, or not, well, pre-rendered, sure, but digitized, not so much.
Hmm.
Don't start by pulling Red Book 1.
Okay.
Another reason this part of the game kind of sucks is just that it's all kind of samey, whereas before you're going through the 3 different environments.
Right, yeah.
I say this sucks. Like, it's still fine. It's still fine. It's just a massive step down, you know? I still ultimately like this game, but this is a bit of a catch.
It's comparatively compromised.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yes, Your Malevolence. Alert, alert. Yes, sir. Alert for what?
The prisoner drew blank.
Still can't get over how much this must have cost.
Yeah.
But like, for companies like pretty much unknown.
It's ambitious, for sure.
Yeah. But this is like late to just a couple of years too late to the party.
Yeah.
I forget if I said, like, when I played this game at a friend's house, and that's where like I couldn't get up to the mid-level lands. And then when I got my own PC, I bought a copy of this, but I couldn't install it because it was, you know, running in DOS on like Windows 98, and I was a stupid kid, so I didn't know how to install it. So there's like some sort of issue with like the sound card or something.
Right,
But,
right.
yeah, I was so disappointed.
That sucks.
So I did own it. I think we had to return it. Oh right, that crystal goes in there.
I would not have guessed that, but, you know, what else can you do?
I think so. I think so. I think you can get captured as well, and you gotta do all that shit all over again. I'm assuming / hoping we're not gonna see that. So here we have this floor, which is just copy and pasted several times.
Oh.
I'll give them this, they didn't like skimp on these like elaborate animated sequences. They didn't like suddenly stop using those, there's still plenty of these.
Yeah, yeah.
Really like that.
Alright. Okay.
Try again, I'm sure it'll work this time. Alright, that's a door, forget that. It's not obvious.
It was labeled strange door.
I'm glad he knew, because I wouldn't have guessed.
Literally Simon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Padding, I guess.
Simon is not a puzzle, it is a distraction.
It's Philip. We are padding this out. At least it's not a sliding block puzzle. The tongues, I forget if this is randomized, I'm guessing it is. The tongue sucks because it's, the animation is so long and you got to watch it happen each time.
Yeah? God. This is inexcusable, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's not clever, it's not even like an actual puzzle, it's just do this.
It's like, you know, they came up with some cute animations, and they were just like, that's enough to justify doing the laziest puzzle in the world.
Oh my god.
It's
Plus,
annoying.
if you get it wrong, you gotta start all over.
Yeah. This has happened. I mean, we've actually done another watch video where this happens in Earthworm Jim 2, but like every time that this happens, and it's happened so many times, it's like every time they add a new step, you're just like,
I still think the worst part of this game is the color quiz.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was just asinine.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, this is bullshit, but at least you don't have to like leave and write things down.
Right.
And then just hope that you get asked the same thing. Really? Wouldn't be as bad if it wasn't for this goddamn music. I feel like I'm going insane.
No kidding.
This is why he went insane, because he had to do this to get in his room.
Every single time.
Yeah. This is what you have to go through to meet the cover character.
My mother always used to say, I'm an expert at pulling faces.
Which I don't remember.
All that for that pun.
I don't remember much of substance even happening in this room.
No, I think it's like one puzzle.
Yeah.
I get a pin. Oh, sorry, it was a gherkin.
You like it, huh? You like it, don't you? Everyone does. Well, you can't have it, so back up!
Why was this the cover character? And it's so long before you even meet him. And he's completely irrelevant to the plot.
I think that's, yeah, I think you said earlier, it's very 90s, just some sort of exaggerated character, and it's a clown, and it's got just an innate appeal to it.
I mean, even now, people like Joker and the remake of It and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you here?
Special room for special jesters!
I mean,
Hoopla, hoopla, my beauties!
Nefarious has a jester?
Court jester,
I think like evil clowns outweigh like actual nice normal clowns in today's media.
Yeah. I don't really understand. I don't really understand the fascination with clowns.
Well, like evil or otherwise.
In general, yeah.
I kind of feel sorry for them because they're just like they just existed to entertain children, and that has been so skewed the other way now.
Yeah.
Like I feel anyone who's like actually like a classically trained clown, it's like this, corruption of something that was just supposed to entertain children. I feel kind of. I mean, although admittedly, I don't really like the things, but I mean, I get why they were warped into evil things because they are sort of grotesque as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like exaggerated features that people find creepy. So I understand it, and yeah, it's completely overdone nowadays.
That's all for now. Bye.
Don't forget to wipe! Look at me, I'm a train!
Great.
No, I've got to do that puzzle again if you want to go back in there.
Most important character in the game.
Again, I'm shocked that's Johnny Bravo though.
Same.
Yeah, these are the cover character is a character from this infamous part of the game.
I didn't expect you to just keep your stuff.
Complete with big buggy eyes, leathery wings, and sticky suckers on its
It quote confiscated, I guess.
Wearing this suit here would only bug me.
Oh yeah, okay, go in it. Can you just collect them? Oh yeah, this does have multiple user.
Oh yeah.
Events in 1,000 tiny fly steps.
This whole part of the game feels like
You know what they say about other people's medicine cabinets.
like the finale, but like in a way that you think it'd be briefer.
Yeah.
I do appreciate like the stuff you had from Act 1 is still used here. Well, I say that, the fly suit was literally just randomly given to you. I don't think we used it, did we?
No.
Time for
Good job with that free gift.
The way the camera moves there is very weird. I get what it's
Yeah.
doing, kinda, but it just feels wrong.
For a second, I thought he was going to do the puzzle again. Quote unquote puzzle.
Just some regular old handy-dandy extra-strength chloroform wipes.
So I think once we do this, we are done with Spike.
Imagine.
Poster boy for Toonstruck.
It's the merciful thing to do.
I don't think it's like a particularly bad character. It's just why are you just them making them the poster character literally. It's just for one puzzle.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to actual interactions, it probably has the absolute least as well.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not interaction. I don't mean dialogue. I mean like stuff you need from them. Apart from maybe like the bouncers to CDs, who you just need their cloak for.
What the fuck? Oh, right, this.
Yeah, so that's easy to forget about. I think that's like sequel bait, which well, I honestly forget about it, and then they remind you every so often. You're like, oh right.
Maybe that made more sense in the full context before things got cut.
As long as it wasn't me turning into
Maybe.
a tune. It was me turning into a tune. Help! I'm a tune! I'm a tune! I'm a tune!
No, but I don't know how they did all this, but I bet it's a lot easier to like, you couldn't just get Christopher Lloyd back in for some like reshoots or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how this production works. We'll say goodbye to Spike, because we're not going to see him again.
Hi, Spike.
Oh, right, okay, that's... Yeah, what's this pin for? That's... I knew the lever's not a lever. I remembered that much. It's not a crystal, it's this. Which... Oh.
I'm sure that crazy clown would hate seeing his toy put to a constructive use. What a heater. Is somebody cooking hot dogs or are my intestines starting to sizzle?
Right, that's for this.
Huh.
I really, yeah, needless to say, I do not remember this part of the game nearly as well as the first. I'm sure I had that pin in TF2 as a spy weapon.
The cross promotion.
Yeah, with the hot new 1996 game.
You should always stay clear of angry, desperate fish. Or so I hear.
So far, there aren't a lot of rooms in Act 2.
No, and you'll see when you go upstairs. I've never seen that before.
That was smart.
Went up to you especially to see it. Christopher Lloyd goes upstairs to stick his hand in boiling water. I was just saying before, I think the different floors are copied and pasted in the corridor there.
Right.
Ah, much better.
Right, I think you have to like race the fish back.
Oh my god.
I don't know how literal that is, but I know you see it hopping towards the bowl. Imagine you've got to beat it there, yeah.
I'm sure the little guy won't mind if I take this.
You can freeze it as well.
I was wondering, yeah, if you could freeze it just for no reason. And then as a gag.
Mm.
A key.
Great. Yeah, so I think this is going to be copy and pasted. Well, like, I'm not saying that's crime of the century, but yeah. Yeah, well, not exactly.
The stairs are copied, but...
Looks like there's a gator party in progress, and I'm not invited.
Right.
Let's give up.
That'll pun. The pool gators.
Yeah, I can't say I know that expression. Still unconscious, by the way.
These characters that get introduced and then knocked out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think that's another benefit of like part one is like, you know, you keep coming across them and they serve generally more purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I made like that's why I pointed out the thing about Spike so much because like I think most of the characters are involved in puzzles. I mean, maybe if I break it down, I don't know if like the robot did that much, but
Why not?
it's just so much better when you had someone to actually speak to.
I feel like this wouldn't be as weird if if this was Act 3 and there was an Act 2 that was equal in length to Act 1.
Yeah.
Like, this would feel better as a climax if it felt more earned, I guess.
You mean if like the whole thing was longer, like
yeah,
it's a feel, yeah, because like yeah, having the climax works as a third, but not a half. I mean, like, you know, the traditional structure of a story is 3 acts.
Yeah.
This is clearly 2.
I mean, given the...
like Act 2 is like just feels like really long cutscene. Like Act 2 in a story is typically things go wrong or like the challenge appears once everything's established, and that's what happened in that really long cutscene.
Act 2 was just a cutscene. Yeah.
Oops. I've spilled water all over that poor rusty robot.
I wasn't even a character.
Yeah, we didn't even establish. He just walked in and did that.
A stove.
Now I know this has like several animated possibility, like the mallet scene. There's a few like incorrect things that are fully animated.
Ah.
Which I've now started talking about, and he's just gonna go off and not do that.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god.
Flux is really taking his time, but he's just been walking here this whole time. You kind of think the cutification would have been done by now.
No, I mean, he's the only one who knows how to fly it, but he doesn't know how to fly it well.
There wouldn't be much of a security gate.
Yeah, we cut out the learning scene, so he's terrible at it.
Can't reach it from here. There's something weird about some of those books. Maybe it's worth a closer look.
It's just writing down. It's just writing down what that bird said.
Hey, I did it! I guess hitting the books can pay off. Oh, great. A guard.
Oh, great, he's playing Toonstruck. That game isn't finished.
He's playing the bit that we cut out. That's not fair. This is super nitpicky, but like also we're establishing he has
Say goodnight,
gators as guards.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Completely forgot about that use of the box.
Yeah, I thought that was just a stamp. I forgot that was a music box. This fucking loop of Christopher Lloyd just...
Which fucking use these Spice-Spin and Mugen or something.
I'm sure Sleepy won't mind if I turn this around. Let's see what's on.
Oh.
The Malevolator. If I can steal it, maybe I can save...
I thought that was his plan. It's just while he's asleep, I'm gonna turn his monitor.
Did they make two Malevolators then? There was one in the hangar. What's he in?
Wait, that's... yeah, what?
Is he just... is he not in a Malevolator? Is he just in some ship?
Yeah, he's just flying around.
Well, given how this game ends, I'll attribute that to another cut. Useful. Like the exact same camera angle we see things from.
Yeah, yeah.
That was useful to know.
Looks like something has bolted through from the room above. Sounds like this is my night.
That's how a night moves.
Well, that was the dead knight walking, I guess, whatever they said.
My knight in shining armor. Thanks for giving me a hand. The knight's got...
It's so weird without someone to work off of.
Yeah, right.
Here's my joke. Okay, bye.
Oh, we've got these.
Oh, great. It's Nephias' Three Stooges.
I don't think these ones get a send off either. Like so many other elements in this game.
The lid is nailed down. I can't just rip it open with my bare hands.
We're not gonna make it cold.
No.
I guess we need this.
Yeah. I think I get lost in this area as well. There's this copy and pasted.
Oh yeah, yeah. And everything's on different floors and stuff.
Yeah, and this doesn't seem to be like. It's a little nitpicky, but like a little. There's not like too much logic to what's connected to what. You really could swap any of these rooms around. It really wouldn't make much difference. I suppose there's the kitchen below the lounge. I mean, you couldn't change that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm honestly kind of amazed they kind of remembered this little subplot, though.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that to just get dropped.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm a friend of your brother's.
My brothers? Did they send you to rescue me?
Well,
Oh yeah, I knew it. So my new friend, what's our escape plan?
Well, that plan is still kinda in the development stage. Just a few loose notes, really.
I think when I played this, I forgot about it. I was like, who the hell's that? Oh, right. And I think he says the same thing. Like, I think he says it now.
The alien?
I think he says something like, "Oh, you came to save me." You're just like, "Oh yeah."
I overheard Nefarious talking about you, and some kind of trans-dimensional warp device that he's created. Yeah, created.
I'm just gonna bring this up.
He said the device can transport him to your world, and he's been
okay.
Experiments in his
I guess King Hugh / Fluffy Bun, which is made a false promise, but he actually could do that.
Leave me here without that device.
Because that was his original goal, right? But then the plot just kind of became the plot.
Now that
Yeah.
you're free, I can try to swim to shore and go for help, while you look for the warp device.
Swim to shore? But that's impossible.
Oh, Toadstool, not if you're a frog. Before I go,
I do like that the henchman sprites are even more like sketchy looking. Like that idea comes across a lot clearer with these than in animations.
I'll never forget you.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely good luck.
Right. Yeah, because they have like partial transparency when the big one moves.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's not what. Almost the entirety of the time you see them, they're not like in-game sprites. They're like soul shaded videos.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not, and it's less obvious there. Whereas if I saw them like this earlier, but it is still kind of a strange concept.
It is. It feels like something like their names would have to be to kind of hint at that idea in order to make it clear what's going on, because otherwise it's like not obvious.
Yeah, it's just I'm familiar with these sketches, but I don't think they're like that common kind of. I don't know. I feel like their design could have just made it a little more obvious somehow. Weird idea though. It almost feels like too high concept, you know?
Right, yeah.
I think the only people who really get that are people who are actually like into the behind the scenes of animation, not just that goes beyond just being a fan of cartoons.
Or just artists. Like, I recognize that from
Artists,
seeing
yeah.
my friends actually do certain, like, sketches that way.
For sure, yeah, absolutely.
But no, that's not like a common thing. Like, that's not common enough where you'd expect the layman to really understand that.
No. I mean, they're just like the shapes, and then you draw on top of that.
Yeah.
And I guess like the geometry.
Now I can really stick it to 'em. Turkey and stuffing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can like just give them the turkey, and it plays out one way, or you can just send the dynamite up and they just send it back down.
Oh.
I think there's also an outcome if he doesn't. I also think if you don't do that in time, he goes, oh, well, it's gonna blow up, and he puts the fuse out himself. You can't kill him.
Oh.
There's the correct solution.
Oh, what was that one game you were playing in VR?
Oh, right, with the dumbwaiter that was.
Yeah.
Oh god, I've actually forgotten the name of it. It's like a spy game.
I Expect You to Die? Was that it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you remembered. Yeah, right. Toonstruck the VR conversion. That was fun. I actually got the 2 other games I'm yet to play.
Oh, yeah.
That was a year ago.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters in this bit that are like... They have the one interaction and that's it.
Hmm.
I assume we're not missing anything because this player is not
really.
shied away from actually getting through dialogue.
At least their party ended with a bang.
You just killed a bunch of characters.
Than they were, but I still don't want to touch them.
Weird, okay. Is that the first murder he did apart from like the robot? Because even the BB Wolf, they were just like knocked out or something.
Yeah. I guess so.
Oh, he's a murderer. And I know that deeply offensive. You should have hit them with his plunger.
I mean, he has a plunger, so...
Yeah. That's why I said it. He doesn't have his magic cloak, though. All that for all that for a pool cue.
Here's a big stick. Oh, okay.
What a puzzle.
Aha!
That first one was under the floor mat?
Oh, yeah, it was.
That reeks of just kind of randomness. Like, where did we put these?
Well, the floor mat's kind of funny because it's really out of place. That head one is like... How would you even guess that?
It has an interact icon on it.
Yeah,
when you mouse over.
That's about the only way you would.
I'm thinking in universe, like, I get the crystal might be hidden there for some reason, but the floor mat thing... Why is there a crystal there? I mean, why is there a floor mat? But that's just a joke. That's just a gag. Oh, so I guess it's the puzzle with hitting it. To make the dust.
Oh, right. Okay, bye.
Red alert! Gators on the perimeter!
I love these stealth segments. They're so good.
Oh, they just kept doing them, huh?
I actually don't remember this one. I think it's easy to avoid if you just don't interact with that door.
Okay, then.
The bathroom sink.
Okay.
I know that's just the you can't interact sound, but we just haven't heard it yet. So.
Oh, okay. I thought that was unique to this.
It was me pressing that soundboard being silly.
Oh, okay. Wait, we're not.
Time for some debugging.
It's not slippery enough. We need to make it more slippery.
Pour some oil on it.
No, it's another way.
Ah, of course.
These puzzles aren't terrible, but...
No.
This air conditioner would have a snowman looking for his jacket. Wonder what the wind chill factor is in here.
At least you don't have to use the item every time.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's...
Small thing, but...
Looks like I turned the bathroom into a big ice rink. If I don't want to slip, I better be careful.
That was a little bit dark. I was thinking, like, is he not going to slip himself?
I'm here, by the way. Jeez.
I mean, this part isn't out without its merit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still think the game is ultimately worth playing. This bit isn't, like, terrible, it's just a step down.
Fall for that one.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just, I think this, the biggest problem with this bit is just it suddenly becomes a lot more of just a standard adventure game, and it kind of loses a lot of its uniqueness.
Yeah.
Because you could put like literally any character in here, we were not, and even like the cartoon tropes are kind of downplayed as well.
These copy and paste rooms are. Oh wait, or is this? Were you here before?
He went up the air vent and then just came down the stairs.
No, okay, so no, yeah, the copy and paste rooms are not. It's kind of ruining things a little bit.
Yeah.
It just shows the budget constraints is all.
I blinked and I forgot there was a stage transition. I thought he just like moved. I was like, why is he at the bottom of the stairs? I'm like, oh, it's a different floor.
Gotta fly. Time for some debugging.
Just say that every time.
Yeah. It's not a bad pun, but you know, it only works once.
Mm. Unless you like just really don't get it. Like your 10th time, you're like, oh, it's like a computer.
Oh.
Only programmers get that.
Yeah, yeah. The fishbowl's frozen.
Mm. Oh right, so you have to sneak up on it. That's kind of stupid.
That doesn't even.
And you need the horn to go in it? That's kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
You have to like stealth up on it, and even if you realize what the horn is for.
The door's locked.
If I remember correctly, I think this room is actually one of my favorite parts of the whole game. So.
These deranged counts always leave a spare key in the fish tank. It's a textbook case.
God, I miss Flux. Yeah, this sequence is pretty funny. It's not like particularly good game design, but I just really like it. It's pretty funny. I like this music as well.
Oops. Well, at least the sunglasses are still intact and within reach.
We didn't establish that the sunglasses are there, but okay. We're going for sunglasses.
Great. Now they're on the fan. Nice vase.
It'd be a shame if it was broken.
I might as well rearrange the furniture. Whoa!
Good if you preemptively put that chair there.
Looks like a ladder to me. Great. Really great. Now I'm making an ass of myself. And the plant has my glasses. This flytrap obviously isn't a picky eater.
You really want these glasses?
Yeah.
It isn't the sunglasses that eat flies.
Oh, for God's sake. Why even have dialogue for that?
You can eat me when you have sunglasses in your mouth. I can't believe this. Now they're in the vase?
I mean, I get this joke, but like, does he even know why he wants them?
I hope that they're not used.
I hate to do this.
That'd be good.
Sort of.
That'd be like the best joke.
He breaks them with the mallet, and then it's like, well, oops.
True. A priceless collection of fine antiques and furniture.
I just like that sequence.
Yeah, it's
like,
pretty good.
In the whole room, yeah. I think that's pretty much the... Yeah, I think that's the only purpose this whole room serves, but...
Mirrored sunglasses.
Yeah, we're not gonna redo all your sprites for that.
They sure are dark.
Damn, I'm so close. Look, he earnestly tried that.
Well, that was as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is the final bit.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is a weird puzzle. If it's the one I'm thinking it is.
A balloon.
Just watch him go off and do something else now.
Glove.
Interesting panel. Okay, bye.
Hello, this is Miss Fortune. Welcome to the CAT scan voice recognition system. If you are not an authorized user, I strongly suggest
I know way too many characters who have that name.
Well, there's 2 miss puns in this game alone. There's also misfit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he's actually going to try it, but you can like just use the pretend to be them, and it obviously doesn't work. This one, I don't know how obvious this one is. I kind of feel like this is one I looked up. Maybe.
I do remember the solution for one of those. Or is it the only solution, I guess?
Maybe wrong about the spike room earlier, I think, because we're going back there.
No, yeah, I remember this. It's like I get the idea behind it, but it just is kind of silly.
You really got to be paying attention to even consider this. Oh, right, doesn't it just literally change his voice?
Yeah. It's the gas that makes you Rob Paulson.
Yes, that sounds like some sort of meme. Gas that makes you Rob Paulson.
Yeah, it's the powder that makes you talk like Rob Paulson. His voice isn't that high. Like, what the hell?
No, it's not. Well, that's the thing, right? That character has a high-pitched voice, but it's not like ultra. It's not like notably high-pitched. It's not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's not like the defining trait of the character.
I think, like, if you just try messing with it, though, you get that, like, his voice changes, and you're just like, oh, okay. I can sound
Yeah.
like him. So, like,
Yeah.
it's not like a badly made puzzle.
No, it's.
But
I
it is
guess
very
not.
silly.
I guess it's because you can see because oh, my voice has changed, and you can,
Yeah.
if you're like paying attention, you realize it's Bob Paulson.
Hello, this is Ms. Fortune. Welcome to the CAT scan voice recognition system. Please state your name at the tone.
Lugnut.
Voice pattern recognized. Welcome, Mr. Lugnut.
That's it? I'm in?
The old use helium to imitate a high voice henchman trick. It works every time.
It's not that high pitched, but yeah, okay.
I think even they acknowledge how silly that puzzle is.
It's harmless. It's.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It is all exactly.
I know
as
how
I
this
had
has some bad
foreseen.
outcomes if you just jump in, but
Oh.
I don't know if we'll see it. I think you just get imprisoned again, which is more tedious.
Sky? He's pursuing Flux wildly. He's angry. He plans to seize the cutifier. I must alert my master.
Flux, now you have 2 lunatics on your tail? I've got to hurry.
I'm gonna stop giving away that I'm here. Because he's got the. Just realised he's got the Sims plumb bob in his inventory. Can imitate Bob Newby.
Oh, okay.
An uninvited guest.
Yeah, so there's like a bad outcome to this, which is like a somewhat amusing little scene, but it does require you to go back in jail and do all that crap again, so. Because the long player just didn't want to go through that.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose if this was like an Amiga game, you'd have like the death reel at the end.
Right.
Hello? Anybody home? Here, kitty.
Yes, master?
Master? Did you call me master?
I don't even know what I just did.
This isn't one of your tricks, is it?
I have
Yeah, he seemed pretty confident doing it, and it's like, what have I just done?
How did this happen?
I just wanted to show him my cool sunglasses.
I was genuinely hitting on her.
Oh no. Oh, this is our new Flux.
I've been missing my buddy, so
You are my new friend.
you're not doing anything, right?
Outside will be fine.
As you wish, master.
Good animation. I didn't ask you to fly like that. Could you do that again, but walk normal?
I'm a pretty bird, master.
I'm gonna have a fatality performed on me, apparently.
That scanner slot.
I live only to obey you, master.
Good job there aren't many puzzles left, because she'd be kind of broken.
Hey, thanks a million.
Just send her in the room with the gators and collect the pool cue. Yeah.
Scat, as in get lost. Last thing I need is some sleepwalking furball following me around.
Lost. Yes, master.
Then again, I really would be crazy not to take advantage of this situation.
I think you already did.
I command that upon waking you will feel as if your fur is infested by a platoon of parasites. You will constantly itch in places you can never quite reach.
Itch like an alley cat, as you wish, master.
When you see your pal Nefarious, or any of his lackeys,
This bit's good.
you will address them with only the foulest, most perverse gutter slang you can dredge up. No insult is too ugly or too crude.
Ugly and crude. Yes, master.
As for myself and my friends, well, you'll have nothing but the nicest things to say to us. How's that sound?
Remember when he was hypnotized in the jail cell and then he was just not?
Oh yeah, it just wore off.
Bye-bye, sweetheart. Have fun.
Okay, bye!
I'm stuck on step one. What did you say?
That was a lot of information to take in.
She just forgot.
Master, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
The final puzzle.
Oh, okay.
Bunch of random shit we didn't know how to kind of put around the game in a...
Knew these would come in handy.
Is there an order?
Maybe it said something, I don't know. It's the final stretch.
Okay, that's literally the same order as the SNES buttons.
That's the puzzle solution, yeah.
I've been editing that SNES 50 video, so I'm immediately like, oh, okay.
And if you if that's for like the Malevolator, and the Cutifier version is like the Xbox colors.
Oh,
like
right.
those letters.
It's backwards. It's evil.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but I'm sure I can figure something out.
That's the final puzzle, I guess. Getting those crystals. I really do feel like those crystals were just put around the game really randomly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Cause like, why was it under a doormat? Like, come on.
I guess to let you know that there's more. Well, actually, that doesn't explain that at all.
Well, you have to do that to get out the jail cell. You're gonna come across that.
But yeah, it doesn't explain anything. It's just like, oh, here's a crystal. Okay.
Oh, Whack-Me made this? Okay. Very simple puzzle. I'm guessing if it's wrong, you'll just say some bullshit like, "Oh, I need the lights."
Here goes.
It's a good thing I only know how to fly this.
No, he knows the Cutifier. This is a complete mystery.
It would just do everything you normally do with backwards.
That didn't look right.
I haven't seen such pathetic security since the last time I dealt with your henchman.
We're in the room.
Now say goodbye to your machine.
Just a moment, Mr. Blank.
What again? What's he in?
He's in nothing.
I thought he was in a ship or something. I guess I still won't go up in the chair. I thought the chair was going into something. I don't know. Or just kind of. I kind of blanked on that. I didn't expect it just to be a chair.
You drew blanked on it.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's a plot.
That's kind of. Alright. No, I just kind of blanked on the chair thing, because, yeah, he did that, and I don't know why, I just kind of thought it was like the chair was going to go into the Malevolator.
Right,
I just kind of filled a blank that wasn't there, but...
I mean, I wouldn't have expected the chair to just fly around everywhere, so...
Yeah, I thought it was in this. Well, I guess I'd say it was a plot hole, but it's not, so... No, and this is the bit where this is, like, absolutely just... Oh god, this is so patched together.
Oh god!
That shit!
It's a single frame, just like, I'm here!
This bit is so bad. Say goodbye to our two antagonists, we're not seeing them again.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. That's... both of them gone.
They got zapped or something?
the cardboard cutouts got zapped. This bit isn't too bad, thankfully. It's just so weird that the antagonists are just get turned into like cardboard cutouts and just swatted out the air. That shot of King Hugh was terrible.
Yeah. It was just there, just out of nowhere, just like, by the way, don't shoot me. Oh no.
At least they dealt with, well, I say it's him, like Fluffy. I guess they dealt with both of them, which I suppose is then. I don't know if that's better or worse than them just not appearing again. I really don't know. That was really bad though.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this bit's intact, so.
Oh, come on, you big sissy. No tune ever died from a little old fall.
When did he revert?
He got shot, which...
Oh. But the...
Yeah, that means malevolent now, I guess.
Azanian's like the middle ground between cute and malevolent.
I guess. Oh my god, this Earthworm Jim music. I can't believe they stole it.
It's fine, Dan Castellaneta is here to approve it.
Oh, Pokeball.
We didn't... sure.
Take this.
What? When did you get that? We've got a lot of things that weren't very well established.
Oh, he got obliterated.
He's dead. At least this bit is intact. I've seen worse.
Yeah.
Things that are not finished.
I'm guessing, like, a lot of this stuff was probably shot at the same time as the intro, so they just had it already.
You know, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to do that in 2 separate shoots. All the stress they must have gone through. This ending's pretty coherent though. Apart from the antagonist, but never mind.
Yeah.
Lose the stubble. Now let me see those rabbits.
Actually, sir, what I'm about to show you is better than bunnies.
Better than bunnies? What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about Flux Wildly.
Flux what?
Wildly, sir. Flux Wildly.
He fucks what?
Just the revitalizing
Flux capacitor.
Although I think Flux would probably describe it more as a kick up the old wazoo. See, sir, Flux is wacky. He's sarcastic. He's playful. He'll be the laurel to Fluffy's Hardy, the Costello to Fluffy's Abbott, the yin to Fluffy's yang. Flux and Fluffy.
I think Fluffy's still around despite being the antagonist of his quote dream, but you know.
Yin, yang, blank. I've been patient with your little lapses, but this is inexcusable.
It's the bad ending. You didn't get the 10 secret magic items or something. I don't know.
Then I suggest you do what I told you to do. Produce the biggest bushy-tailed batch of cute, cuddly bunnies.
I mean, he did tell him to do something and he did not do it.
Or else you'll find that it will be you who gets the kick up the old wazoo.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Sorry, buddy. I tried. I really tried. I wish there was some way I could make it up to you.
Oh man, this is the bad end.
This is the sequel bait end, which is particularly funny when you couldn't even finish your first game.
Yeah. That's pre-rendered.
Yeah, it is. It's all traditional animation, but we're in early days of CGI.
We didn't really address them very much, so...
Nah.
Well, thanks to Nefarious' mutagen ink, that's not gonna be a problem.
It isn't?
He got flushed down the toilet.
Yes. What a weird game.
What
I still like it though, despite its issues.
Certainly an interesting game.
Yeah. Just the fact it even exists. It's funny though, because it's like such a big budget production, yet it still remains very obscure.
Yeah, like with
yeah.
with all the star power in it, it's amazing to me that not many people know about it.
Yeah. I like the alternate versions are still, yeah, considered alternate. Oh, Frank Welker, jeez.
Right.
Frank Welker's a worker. This is that sort of thing you surprised even got this far, really.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that it got released at all is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure whenever you mentioned this to me, I'm just like, I had no idea what this was. Like, I had never even heard of it. It was like... There's like a...
Because I knew about it. This feels like it should be abandonware. I'm kind of surprised you can buy this nowadays.
Yeah, same.
I'm not sure who owns it, who's making money from that. There's lots of games like GOG that are just on there, and I don't really know who owns them, but somebody does.
Right, yeah.
So I don't think the Virgin Media doesn't exist anymore. Or Virgin Interactive, I should say. Virgin Media exists because they provide my internet, so they definitely exist.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime ordeal.
It's one of those things you would never get anything like this again.
Yeah.
I'm kind of amazed we got it in the first place. Yeah, he was like, yeah, like you wouldn't find these sort of animators nowadays. This is, you know, this is like prime.
And if someone's making a game like this, it's like an indie dev and just like a bunch of people who are fans. It's not like, you don't have star power like you have with this game. Like,
yeah.
Some of the biggest names in cartoon voice acting, and like you just don't get that with games like this nowadays.
You also wouldn't be able to get this kind of traditional animation. I mean, even like the latest Monkey Island, people like kind of looks like shit. It looks like some sort of flash animation thing. Like you couldn't get this produced nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
Even with like the best intentions, it's just not happening. It certainly wouldn't be on this level. And then even this, which probably is the best we'll ever get, you know, went through absolute development hell. It's like point-and-click games only exist in the indie space nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
And they don't have the budget for this.
It's just wild that the whole adventure game thing was on its way out already. Like,
that's why. Oh, thanks, Spike.
All right.
Unless it's Spike.